Hello, my name is Songbro, and welcome to Fated Kingdom. I'm joined by my friend Kyle. The other two people of our little party couldn't be here today, so it's just going to be us two trying to figure this game out. And if we enjoy it, we'll bring the other two in some other time and take another round at it. So, just as a disclaimer from the start, this is technically a sponsored segment. The creators of the game contacted us and sent us some game codes, so we receive these codes for free. Just keep that in mind. And anything we say about the game, take with a grain of salt, because we got it for free from the developer. So, with that in mind, let's get into it. So, from the menu here, I haven't gotten into the actual game, but I know this is a physics simulator sort of thing, and we're going in kind of blind because we're supposed to do our initial impressions. So, about the game. Fated Kingdom is a board game for 2 to 4 people. Good thing, because we've only got 2 today. Telling about the hard struggle of the inhabitants of the kingdom of Kinmar, with a lot of threats from the invasion of monsters and undead hordes, as well as the armies of neighboring countries, and ending with an ancient curse that slowly plunges the kingdom into the abyss of despair. Players take on the role of guild members. Each of the guilds has its own history and set of abilities. Hello, I should turn that off. Oops. Set of abilities. Despite the great differences between guilds, they are all interested in saving the kingdom. They are sent to the protracted patrols of ruined and war disfigured lands and hunt enemies at the Crown Exchange. Blah 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 blah. The main goal of all players is to hunt the hostile creatures, starting with the weakest opponents. Players get the first combat trophies they can. That can be exchanged for equipment. It'll increase the chance that the next patrol will be successful, which means reduced fate. Okay. Players constantly choose how to manage available resources, coins, skill cards, and items. Often the choice of one player can completely change the course of the whole game, hence most board games. But yeah, there are many ways to play Fated Kingdom. Players can agree amongst themselves and act together, helping each other in difficult times. This will make the game longer, but certainly please fans of the team game. Okay. The rules do not force participants to play that way. And if for success you need to substitute, betray, or even deliver a sneaky stab in the back, then why not do it? Interesting. Optional co-op game. Okay. I'm intrigued. Normally it's one or the other. Let's see. The game takes place in the Kingdom of Kinmar, which is schematically depicted on the board. Unfortunately, that's not on the screen right now, but we'll get to it. There are squares on it, which are divided into 2 zones. The inner man would be really helpful to have this in the game, so you can read this and look at the board. And okay, do you have pictures? Oh, here we go. Okay. So inner board, outer board, I'm thinking. Okay. Inner path, 15 squares in the inner board. They denote places that are in the cities of the kingdoms or next to them. And the outer path is 26 squares around the edges of the board. These are abandoned or border areas located far from major cities. Use the square that has a tile description of its action. When a player completes a move and stops on it, he reads its action and performs it. 4 squares on the boards don't have text. Instead of them, icons which indicate the specific section. So is it kind of like a talisman sort of thing?
Yes.
Okay, it's like a talisman thing. Okay. Castle participants start the game on the square. Any character heals all wounds on it. He can also use the store. Road sign. Player heals all wounds and moves from the road sign to the inner path, or the road sign to the outer path. Watch. You said there's 4. There must be multiple of one of these 2. The player
road signs.
Probably road signs. Yeah, because there's inner, outer. Yeah, that makes sense. The player moves to the castle square. From the watch, the player moves to the castle square, draws a card from the skills deck, and reduces fate by 3. What is fate? They haven't answered that yet.
Nope.
In the middle of the board is the fate sphere,
text.
which personifies the approach of the movement of the moment. The moment when the kingdom of Kinmar collapses and disintegrates under the onslaught of circumstances. The sphere can have a value from 0 to 10. At the beginning of the game, the sphere has a value of 0. If a player loses combat against a creature, fate grows by 1. In order to lower fate, a player must get to the watch fate. Some cards and squares affect fate 2, reducing or increasing it. Okay, so what relevance does fate have?
So I'm guessing when we get to 10, we lose.
We get to 10, we lose. That could be because the watch
Or when we
reduces
get
it,
to
and
10,
that's
yeah.
yeah. Okay, that seems to be a good thing to not want it to go. Okay. Character tokens. Each participant character token same color as the guild. Blah blah blah. Okay. Wounding characters and death. Red tokens represent the number of wounds. He can heal wounds in the castle square, but there are other ways to restore. When a player gets a wound, he takes a red token and puts it in his inventory. The character of each player has a health reserve that allows you to get no more than 3 wounds. If at any time he has 4 or more, he is considered dead. Okay. The death of the character means that the defeat of the player. He removes his character from the board and then discards his cards, tokens, and wounds at the time of death. One character, there is another in his square, then the second one can take all items, creatures that were, and cards of creatures. Okay. Alright, and so does that mean that the remaining player wins then? Players use 2 types of coins to buy items, silver and gold. Each time a player must receive or lose any number of coins, it means silver coins. Gold is used to accelerate the exchange. 5 silver is 1 gold, okay? The main way to get coins is to defeat creatures. When a player defeats a creature, he receives as many tokens indicated in the value parameter of the creature. During the game, players can place cards in the hand zone, which is what they're doing on screen here. Oh, I see the orb fate little thing right there. Gotcha.
Yep.
Make no more than 10 cards, so hand limit of 10. Among them, there could be creatures defeated by the player. Skill is drawn by the creature's description, which allows them to store in your hand. The player must put a card in his hand, but there are already 10 cards. He may make room by dropping one of the cards, okay? The game uses 4 decks. Oh boy. Encounters, skills, items, and prophecies. Encounters. The card back depicts the skull. Whenever description of a square or other cards dictate the card must be drawn, the player draws a card from the encounters deck only if there is no clarification about the other deck. So, default to the encounter deck. Most of the encounters are creatures. Encounter with the creature, player fights it. Whenever he defeats it, he puts it in his hand. The other types of encounters, locations, blah, blah, blah. Just basically do what the card says, right?
More or less.
Does it, events, act for a specific time. Discard at the end of the action. To choose a tower, player must discard creatures with total value equal to the value of the tower. He puts the tower in his hand. Okay. So hopefully there are good schematic or iconography to help us with that. Hey, look at that. There's a description. I'm wondering if these pictures should come first. So far, all my complaints have been, I don't know what that means. And then I scrolled on. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Patience, young Padawan.
Yeah, right.
You must have patience.
Skill. The card depicts a knight. All right. The player draws a card from his deck, and each time he reaches the watch square and then puts it in his hand. Some cards and squares also provide opportunity to get skills, regardless of the method of receipt. The skill card must belong to the player's guild, have the same color, or be neutral. Interesting. If the drawing skill belongs to another guild, the player puts it in the bottom of the deck and then draws a different one. This happens until he takes something that you can use. Okay. You can only use skills during your turn unless he has an instant action ability. Do you have something that... Okay. In this case, the player performs the prescribed action and puts the card at the bottom of the skills deck. Each time a player must discard a skill, he instead places the card on the bottom of the skill deck. Okay. Unless the card description directly contradicts. So, as per usual, just do what the cards say.
But you can't run out of skills.
Yeah, I just keep cycling through the skills deck.
Yep.
Items. Card back depicts the chest. Cards of this type you can purchase in the store or receive in other ways. Items are placed in the inventory. They can have an active or passive action. These cards do not have an attack and offense, but have a value that determines the price for which they are purchased. Prophecies. Oh, there's some... You guys need to fix that. Mark did syntax inline
syntax inline break.
The card back depicts the... Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. This is an early access still, so not by any means a release game. Not that that sort of thing is an excuse, but, you know, hopefully
And
it
not
gets
that that
fixed.
means we'll go easy on it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Where was I?
Prophecy.
Prophecy. In the text of each prophecy card, there is a condition, the fulfillment of which allows you to receive a card. So, do this, you get that. From the beginning of the game, one card from this deck becomes inactive for all players. Each prophecy can be performed only once and then it leaves the game. And another is drawn from the deck. Alright. So, card anatomy, we got the title, which is up at top. Makes sense. Illustration, duh. 3 value, that's the thing in the middle. 4 attack. So left is attack, right is defense. Description, flavor text, and card back. I don't think you know how to count. What's 9 then? There's 9. Should that both be 8?
Skull.
Yeah, skull. That would be a card back. Why is this one over here?
Oh, yeah.
You see that? I have no idea what that's supposed to be then. Maybe it's a type. I don't know. Whatever. Dices. Oh man, there's dice.
What even is that image?
I don't know.
Is it a tree? It looks like a tree.
It does look like a tree. I'm wondering if that's a guild, just a guild symbol instead of just a color, maybe.
I bet you that's what it is. It's probably the guild symbol.
Okay, so we'll find that out. Dices. This game uses 2 types of hexagonal dice. Hexagonal dices. 6-sided. Okay. Travel die and combat dice. The travel die is a die with dots, and this is for moving figures around the board. When it's the player's turn, roll the die and moves that many squares in the clockwise direction. Okay, so not quite like Talisman where you can pick a direction, you have to go clockwise. Combat dice is used as 3 types of dice. Each of them refers to one of the character attributes, strength, agility, comma, intelligence, and has 6 values: red dice, strength, green dice, dexterity, and blue is intelligence. I guess that makes sense for every other game. Usually melee, range, magic sort of thing. So just for personal note, let me read that again. Each one refers to the attributes of characters and has 6 values. Okay. Each guild uses its own set of combat dices. It is called a combat roll. What? In total, there are 7 different values on a combat dice. There must be different combinations on each. So yeah, some dice must have. I was gonna say there's 6-sided dice.
No, but there's 7 different values on each die.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So this is a hit, deal a wound, block, miss. Be cool if these were color coded because some of them look very similar. Critical hit kind of looks like miss.
Kind of similar.
Yeah. And they're opposite too because miss is no effect and critical hit is 2 wounds. Yeah. Endurance. Okay, shield for block. Endurance is just armor. Insight. Wait, what? Endurance heals a wound. Why is it an armor? Okay, remember what I said about good iconography? That's not... Okay, not very intuitive. Yeah. Insight.
Maybe like potion?
Yeah, potion might be better. Insight. The player draws a skill card. Okay, it looks like a book. Okay. And escape. Player can leave combat. Okay, so I've got... all except for 3 and 4 are similar, and 5 is healing. But it's an armor, which is like a defensive thing, not... Okay, whatever. Okay, beginning of the game. Preparation for the match takes place in 6 stages, alright? Each player chooses one of the guilds. They determine access to skill cards, combat roll, the ability to use certain items, and token. Participants must belong to different guilds, so we can't both pick green. Character tokens are placed on the starting square. Yep. The value of the fate is 0, so it starts at 0. Players agree on victory conditions and discuss the use of home rules. It can also set a time limit. So we decide at the start whether or not we want to go competitive or cooperative, I guess. One card of the prophecies deck is placed on the free part of the table. It becomes the active prophecy. 4 item cards are also placed separately. They represent the initial assortment of the 4 item cards are placed in the... Okay. Players determine the order. Is it up or down? I would assume up. And then you determine your turn order. All participants make 1 take turns one by one. Each is divided into 5 phases. So the start of the turn, moving, activate the square, resolve the square essentially, and then end of turn. When it's time to player, he throws the travel die, moves as many squares clockwise as it fell on it. The player moves the square.
When it's the time of the player to make a turn.
Yeah, not good English, not good grammar. So when it's the player's turn.
Yes.
much simpler. When it's the player's turn, he throws a travel die and moves as many squares clockwise as shown on the die as it fell on. Okay, whatever. The player moves to the square and then activates it according to the description or icon. Okay, so just like I said, so move, activate the tile, resolve the tile, and then end. Often the description provides. The description prescribes to draw several cards and choose from one of them. The chosen card is a creature, then the player goes to combat. Cards the player has not chosen are placed at the bottom of their deck, their respective deck, not the player's deck. All drawn cards are turned face down, so only the player gets to see them. Only the player that draws them gets to see them. When the square action is completed, the player passes the turn to the next participant. Okay. After each player has made his turn, a new cycle begins, and the player make turns one by one again. Was this a Google Translate?
Yes.
After each player has made his turn, after each player has completed his turn, a new cycle begins. What relevance is a cycle? We haven't established that
I
yet.
don't think there's any relevance. I think they just mean start over at the first player again.
Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of implied. You don't do 2 people at once, but most games. I don't think any games, but there's no separate phase in the game for using skills, items, and special attributes of characters. All these actions can be made almost at any time, even during the course of another player's turn, unless their description places corresponding restrictions. So I guess if a card says you can't use skills, you can't use them. Otherwise, you can use them at any time during your turn, and as they said before, if it's an instant action, you can use it during someone else's turn. Okay, we're catching on. I don't have a scroll bar. I don't know how far down I am. Combat. Oh, we're almost done, actually.
You can see it on the side.
The little table of contents.
Yeah.
Depending on how...
We say almost done.
Yeah, it is almost done. There's not too much left. Okay. Combat with creatures. When a player draws one of our encounter cards and chooses one among them, which is a creature, this means that he enters in the combat with the creature. The combat takes place in 2 stages, rolling dice and calculating the results. Okay. In the first stage... What? Yeah, right.
No shit.
In the first stage, the player... Okay, that's not English. The player once throws dices. I gotta be hard, guys, because if this is going to an English-speaking audience, they're gonna get really confused. All right, at the first stage, meaning you're rolling the dice, because there's 2 stages unnecessarily. Yeah. The player once throws dices.
Throw the dice once.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The player throws the dice once, which are included in the combat roll of his guild.
So whatever your combat roll for the guild, each guild has their own combat roll.
Right, picking dice from the combat. Yeah. Yep. Respective to their guild. Got it.
Yep. And then you calculate what happens.
The second stage is to calculate and perform all actions on them. So it's almost like Bang, where they have different effects on the dice sort of thing.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. That's what the game is called, Bang, right?
Yes.
Or
Cowboy Shooter.
Or King of Tokyo, that sort of thing.
King of Tokyo was another one that had similar.
Yep. The player triggers the action of each throw in any order, but you must take into account all the dice with all acceptance. You can't not apply an effect. You have to do all of them.
Yep.
Okay. Combat roll is made only once per combat, so it's not Yahtzee rules. You get 1 roll, and that's it.
Yep.
In combat with creature...
not King of Tokyo.
Yeah, because you get 3.
Bang.
Yeah, you get 3. Yeah, so in those examples, you get 3 rolls each, whereas this one,
you
get 1, and you got to stick with it, which is fine. In combat with the creature, the character receives as many wounds as specified on the attack parameter of this creature. The number of wounds can be reduced or increased by the action of skills, items, and abilities of all participants. I thought one player went at a time.
Yes, but skills can be played at any time.
Okay.
That's what they mean. So if you're doing competitive, I'm guessing there's some skill or ability or something that could be like monsters deal 1 additional damage, 1 additional wound. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. To win combat, the player needs to kill a creature and stay alive. To kill a creature is necessary to deal as many wounds on him as defense of the creature. If the combat ends with the player victory, he puts the defeated creature in his hand and take as many coins as indicated in the value parameter of the creature. The player loses the combat when his characters receive more wounds than he dealt. At the same time, the level of fate is growing by 1. So if you lose combat, increase the level of fate by 1.
Yep.
But what if in all cases? Oh, in all other cases, the combat ends in a draw. So if you don't do enough damage to defeat their defense,
no. Oh yes, sorry, yes.
But you did deal more than he dealt to you, then it's a draw. Am I interpreting that right? Is that how you're interpreting that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think technically, if it's even, also a draw.
Yes. So you only lose. Where is that player? You only lose if you receive more wounds than he dealt. So yeah, if it is even, it's a draw. If he dealt more, then it's a draw. If he did enough to kill it, so what would I don't know about the cards, but so what would happen if he dealt enough damage, but the monster did more damage to him?
I think it's still dead.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
If the player's on the score with another player, after moving and activating a square, he can declare a duel. Some skills, items, and abilities allow a player to declare a duel in other circumstances. Yeah. A duel is a special case of combat involving 2 players. Yeah. Okay. We already said that. The player who declared the duel is considered the attacker, and his opponent is the defender. All actions that can be used in combat can also be used during a duel. The duel is like a combat with a creature, but both players make a combat throw. Since the characters do not have natural attack and defense parameters, as indicated on the cards, the wounds in the duel are determined only by the combat roll, properties of the cards and characters' abilities. Okay. Period. The duel takes place in 3 stages: attack a throw, defend a throw, and then calculate. The value of the dice are treated in the same way as against a creature. The player who dealt the most wounds wins the duel. The number of wounds dealt by both players is the same. The duel is a draw. Okay. The duel winner can choose one of 3 variants: take away an item, take away half their coin, or take away a creature card. If the result of the duel is one of the character dies, the remaining character becomes the winner. He takes all the coins, items, and creatures defeated from the dead character. Other cards, coins, and wounds are discarded. If both players die as a result, instead it's a draw. So they haven't just told us what happens if a player dies yet.
I think you're out.
Well,
I guess that'd be the victory and defeat at the end.
Yeah, but that's what I'm wondering. So if the player's out, do you just then have to continue technically? And
well, the unknown hero card, which was one of the example ones they showed, says gains +1 to attack and defense for each player who left the game.
Oh, okay.
So I think players can, if you're out, you're out. Which is kind of iffy.
Okay.
Rules.
Items and trading. Each character can have up to 3 items in the inventory. They can be obtained in different ways, but more often they are purchased from the store, a special zone where there are 4 items as in the setup. In order to buy items in the store, you must be on the cast square or one of the other squares with corresponding ability. When a player announces the purchase of an item, he discards as many coins as the item costs, placing the purchased item in their inventory, and instead places what? Hold on.
So when you purchase an item, you buy it.
You buy it, and then you replace the item you replace the item that was in the store from the item deck. So there's always 4 in there.
Yes.
That needs clarification, guys. Player
Doesn't really need clarification. It just needs to actually be worded correctly.
worded correctly. Like I said, clarification. Fix that sentence. Players may refresh the store assortment by paying 1 coin on the castle or in any other situation. So you can pay 1 silver coin to get a new selection of 4 cards. Or is it all 4? Assortment.
Yes.
It must be all 4. He randomly places 4 items from the current assortment to the bottom of the deck. What?
He takes the current ones, put them at the bottom of the deck.
Yes. Okay, just randomly places. Okay. So you don't get to choose the order. You mix them up, then throw at the bottom. Okay. Then he draws 4 new items, places them in the store. The number of such refreshes can be any.
So you can keep paying. Refresh.
Yes, you can. Okay. But for each next in the course of 1 turn, player must. Okay. So the first refresh is 1 coin. Each additional one increases the cost by 1 more coin. So second one is 2, third one is 3, etc., etc. Okay. Also needs to be fixed.
Yes.
If the player does not need one of his items, he can sell it on the castle. When selling, he places it on the item at the bottom of the deck and takes coins for it at half the price of its item, rounded down. This is like this is either really trying hard to do like high old-fashioned English.
I don't think it's trying that hard.
Okay.
Because I think they'd have some thys and thous in there.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we're at the bottom now. If the player should get an item, but his inventory is full, he can put out one of the available items on the bottom. Okay, so you can discard one of your cards to take that card instead.
Yes.
If 2 more players are on the same square, they can exchange items, coins, and even cards of defeated creatures. They are not obliged to take into account the nominal value. The exchange is made at their own discretion. So kind of like Monopoly rules, you can negotiate as whatever you want, including one-directional trades.
Yes. Like here, this is worthless to me. You should use it.
Yeah.
Assuming you're cooperative or something.
Yep. Responding the stack. Every event that occurs in the game is considered an action. The beginning of one of the turn phases, drawing a card, throwing a dice, moving a character token on the board, using a card. These are typical examples of actions. Regardless of the nature of the action, a request is made before it is executed. Even if it's not spoken verbally by any participant in the party, sometimes an application and an action may not belong to any player. I'm not understanding what they're... Oh, okay. Respawning.
It's like the stack. It's, like magic.
Magic. Got it. There we go.
Things go onto the stack and then resolve off the stack.
That is why they have it in parentheses. Got it. Okay. Yeah, not the first thing that came to mind. And okay. So this is resolving actions, reaction. So you're countering someone else's card. And okay. After each application, any player can make a request for an action in response. In this case, a queue of action appears called the stack. In this queue, our requests are made fall into the application. Yeah, this is a mess.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Skip it. Victory and defeat. Victory to game is awarded to the player in the event that at the beginning of his her turn, he is the only one whose token is on the board. So yeah, so if one of the player dies during a duel or whatever, then the game's over. The other one wins. The guild remaining player takes the dominant position in the kingdom, and the remaining factions swear allegiance to her. Cool. At the beginning of a new cycle, the value of the sphere is 10. The game ends with defeated players. Okay, there we go. That should be way towards the top. How do you win? How do you lose? And then explain the route of getting there. This should not be at the bottom, because the whole time we're like, okay, fate high, low, good. What are we talking about? Put that at the top. You want fate to be low. If it ever reaches 10, everybody loses. If at the beginning of the cycle there are no cards in one of the decks, the game ends with a scoring. Each player
so there really is no cooperative.
Each player lays out the cards from your hand, then counts the total value of items and defeated creatures. The player with the most points considered winning. So this is not cooperative.
No.
Okay. So let's go back up. Where did it say it was cooperative?
I think it said that you could be cooperative.
There are many ways to play Faded Kingdom. Players can agree amongst themselves and act together, helping each other in difficult times. Certainly players, fans of the team game. So I guess you could consider it cooperative, but whoever...
Well, the way that it would be cooperative is that you don't attack each other ever, and then the way that you win is either the other person dies by luck, by the creatures killing you, or when, whatever they said, the decks are empty.
Yeah. The decks are empty. Yeah, so
at the beginning of the cycle, if there are no cards in one of the decks, though most of the decks recycle.
I think only the skill ones is the skill and the item ones.
The skill and the items.
And there was what, 4 decks cards.
Yes, I want to say 4.
I'm guessing they're talking about the encounters then.
Yeah.
Unless you do a shit ton of prophecies too,
yeah.
But encounters is probably going to be the way to go.
Probably.
If that's because skills and items we already talked about. Recycle. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Friends only. Hopefully it's linked to Steam. So I'm hosting right now.
I'm looking. I guess maybe I could also see about just join.
So yeah, we were right. That tree symbol is the Green Guild. It's called the Pathfinder Guild.
Pathfinders.
Yep.
Night follow Pathfinder Air Watchers.
And we have no idea or any description about what they do, so I'm gonna pick. I don't know.
We are the Watchers on the wall.
Oh, okay. So when you click on it, it'll tell you their history and stuff.
Oh.
Okay. So the knights. Here, give me a sec here. My caffeine ran out. Okay.
Oh god, and they all have their own individual skills.
I figured that. I just didn't know what it was, and so I was going to have to pick it at random. So we'll start with the knight class. At the beginning of the game, the knight selects one of the squares which loses all of its properties and becomes Hamlet. The square can be marked with a gold coin. When the knight passes through Hamlet, he may stop on it. Cool. Now, if he does, he heals all his wounds and can use the store. I assume that means he ends his turn when he stops on it. Knight uses 2 strength dice as his combat roll. Cool. I did not mean to select that. Are you in this game right now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Restart. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was easy. What a convenient button.
Right. All right. Skills for the followers. Each time a adept draws any number of skill cards, he draws 1 more skill card. So instead of 4, he gets 5, or how many skill cards? I don't know. Don't remember. Follower uses 2 intelligence dice. Okay, makes sense. Pathfinder. When he passes through another player, he may flip a coin, take a coin from him. So he's a thief. When the Pathfinder uses an instant action card, he can deal a wound to another player within 3 squares of him. Pathfinder uses 2 dexterity and an air. When the heir fulfills a prophecy, he can add any 1 die to his combat roll.
Pathfinder seems like it'd be really easy to just straight up murder someone if you had enough instant action cards.
Yeah, you just do 3 instant action cards within 2 squares, and hey, there's 3 wounds, you're dead. See ya.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's probably some skills or abilities or something that let you prevent wounds, but still.
Yeah, we'll see. Instant action card. Although you can only have 3 skill cards at a time, so they'd all have to be instant action, but still. That's like Exodia. Hey, you're dead. See ya.
Yeah.
Air. When he fulfills a prophecy, he can add any 1 dice to his combat roll. At the beginning of the game, he chooses 2 different dice as his combat roll. I'm not understanding how that works.
Does that also just continue? Like,
that's what I'm wondering. Is it for one combat?
If I complete 10 prophecies, do I get 12 combat die? the rest of the game?
He can add any one combat dice. So at the start, he chooses 2 dice.
Yep.
And then when he fulfills a prophecy, he can add any 1 die to his combat roll. That needs clarification.
I mean, I would guess it's the next one.
That's what I'm assuming. Otherwise, I would be pretty broken. Okay. And Watcher. At the beginning of the combat, Watcher may discard a creature card and choose. Deal as many wounds to the enemy attack on this card creature. See, if you die with only 3 wounds, though. Holy shit. Prevent as many wounds that the enemy should inflict as much as defense. So you can either use the creature as a meat shield or throw the creature at him, I guess. If Guardian must take a skill card, he takes a coin instead. Watcher uses strength and dexterity. So he is for sure strength and dexterity. So we got strength, int, dex, chooses, and then strength, dex.
Issue.
Yep.
In the Watcher.
Uh-huh.
So the Watcher is the Watcher, but it then says if a Guardian.
Huh. So they must have changed the name.
I guess. But it's also lowercase, so is that...
Is it just another name for the player, maybe?
I guess that could be. But is that any, then? Like, if I'm playing a Watcher, you can't get skill cards? So, like, oh, you took Pathfinder. Well, fuck you. You're not getting any skill cards to murder me, so bam, Watcher.
Huh. I
don't know.
Okay.
Kinda weird.
Right. So, I think we should really just pick one.
Probably.
I'm gonna go... I'm gonna pick Knight, I think.
Okay.
So...
I'll go Follower, just because it seemed less confusing as well.
Sure. So that's the intellect one? Okay,
yeah.
And then we get those 2. Alright. So yeah, given that there's a limited number of dice, I'm guessing it is you get to
I see.
pick one.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Is there a way to zoom in? I should have probably looked at camera controls.
Yeah, scroll.
Scroll. There we go. And the WSAD to move around. So it's not a free...
I was just trying to figure that one out.
So it's not a free rotating camera like tabletop is.
Yeah.
So we all...
Right click.
Ugh. I was scoffing at the... I either have to be really zoomed in or really far away.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the event deck. This must be...
Let's encounter the... Item. Prophecy and skill? Or was it skill prophecy?
Skill. And this must be prophecy. Okay, same thing with tabletop. If you hold Alt, it'll give you.
Yep, that's what I just noticed as well. Okay.
Those are the wounds.
Those are the wounds. Okay.
I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably wounds. Okay, wounds. All right, so we start on the castle. It says so. We all start here. Follow the shadow, Aaron. When you get to this road, you move here, and then it goes around. And then it's like going Monopoly, except for kind of a convoluted way to do it. But so we roll the die, we move.
If they had flipped this, you could have been right here, and then they could have visually connected the 2.
Rulebook? No, I don't want the rulebook. I already forgot our special abilities.
I get an extra skill. And you get to place a gold piece on a square, and that becomes the Hamlet.
And then I get a gold piece every time I run by it.
You heal, and you can shop, I believe.
I have no... Anyway, at the beginning of the game...
See, I was right.
Square marked with the gold coin passes through the Hamlet. He may stop. And when he does, heal all wounds. Use the store. Okay. Okay. I think I got it.
See, you doubt me, and now we're back at the start.
All right, so this must be the moving die then. Does R roll it? No, R does not. You have to shake
you just
it.
you can kind of, yeah.
All right, so let's go. Let's look at the. Okay. You may skip your next turn and heal 3 wounds. Okay, so you do heal wounds. They're not like permanent then.
No, yeah.
They must come and go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That was one thing I was worried about. Take 2 silver.
Kind of similar to Talisman, where there's, the chapel and.
Draw 4 cards, choose undead among them. You may pay 2 silver and draw 2 skill, or pay a silver and draw 2 skills. Target player draws a card. Draw 2 cards, choose 1, draw 2 cards. You may pay a silver and go back to the castle. Interesting. That's a pretty short thing. Draw 3 cards and choose 2. Each player discards a card. You may skip your next turn and heal. Draw a card. Draw a creature. If you won, draw a weapon or armor. Draw 2 cards you want. Choose an undead or increase the fate by 1. Or by 2. Draw a card if you won. Draw a skill. Draw a card and take another. Or draw a skill and take another turn. These get pretty good as you go on. Draw a creature. It becomes undead until. So what's the significance of undead?
Undead other creatures.
Draw a creature. It becomes undead until the end of the turn.
Oh. I'm guessing there's certain abilities that do something different based on whether or not they're undead.
Okay.
I know
seems reasonable.
Some of the characters seem to list like
flavor
the
text
undead being a problem.
Flavor text on these. No. Don't do that. Pile of bones, +1 fate, so much as gladness that some end might be. Get a wound.
That's a gold?
I think that's a fate, isn't it?
No, that's fate, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be fate. You may get 2 silver, increase fate.
That one up there now.
Get a wound, draw 5 cards, choose 1, take another turn, but backwards, so you go counterclockwise. Draw 2 cards and choose 1. If you loot. Okay.
So you draw 2 cards if one of them's a creature and you lose to that creature +1.
So in the rule book, it would be really nice to have some sort of extra descriptor of the shorthand.
Because I think anytime you draw a card, you always draw an encounter.
I thought they said sometimes there are not just creatures there.
Well, no, but in the encounters, there's going to be either creatures or other things.
Wait. Crossing. You may go to inner path road sign. Bloop.
This one here. Yep.
And then you go immediately here. Because you have to go clockwise.
Yes.
Okay. Go to any squares. Swap squares with target player. Take another turn, but backwards again. Draw 2 cards. You may go to cast.
The cast system.
I think they mean castle.
Nope.
They gotta mean castle cast.
Nope.
Go to swamp if it is on the board. Okay. Yep. So unless you overwrite it or something. Draw a creature if you want.
To put a hamlet on.
Skip your next turn. Yeah, that might be not a bad idea. But it's so late, there's so much stuff that allows you to go back. But I think, yeah, I'll do that for now. We'll cover up the swamp. Seems like a good idea.
Specifically call it out as, if it's in the game,
yeah,
do this.
And if not, then do nothing, I assume. Draw 2 cards. You may get a wound, draw an item, heal yourself. 1 wound, I assume. And draw a card. Okay. Yeah. And then that just takes you back. I don't remember what happens when you land on that. There's a rule book here. Board. Here we go. The watch. So when you land on the watch, or you go through the watch, does the watch count as a square? Moves the castle square, draws a card from the skills deck, and reduces fate by 3. Okay. All right. I think we're good to start fumbling our way through this. Are you ready? You want to go first?
Sure. Yeah. Wait, we needed items.
Oh, yeah.
4 items, I think.
Beginning of the game. Each player chooses one of the guilds.
Yep, we did that. I like how I can see your hand while you're reading the rule book.
Take 1 card from the prophecies deck, place it somewhere on the table. 4 item cards are placed out for the store. I don't think anything else. Character tokens are placed in the starting square. Value of the fate 0. Players agree on victory conditions. They can also use a set time limit. 1 card from the prophecy deck is placed on the free brother table. 4 item cards are placed separately. They represent the initial assortment of the store, and players determine the order of turns. So I don't think we start with anything.
Nope.
Okay, what do we got for items here?
Items.
All right, so Neophyte's Wand, gold value of 3 weapon. You may throw an additional intelligence dice in combat.
But if I only have 2,
Okay.
how do?
Once per turn, you may discard
I guess
a
you could
creature.
re-roll it?
Yeah, I suppose you could re-roll it. Shield, discard this. Because it doesn't say discard like the other ones, so this must be a continuous effect then. So every time you roll in combat, you may throw an additional dice.
That seems powerful.
Yeah. Shield, discard this card. Cancel all wounds your opponent must deal you in duel. So, okay, yeah, so, yeah. Artifact, once per turn, you can re-roll your die. Re-roll a die or all your die?
A die or all your die, yeah. It could mean anything. It could even be a boat. How much you want one of those?
See, there's a skeleton of a good game here, but...
I mean, there's a skeleton of a game.
There's a skeleton of a game.
Let's not jump to conclusions of good or bad. Why is this out of...
Because it's... Oh, crap. How do you pick up a whole stack?
I don't know.
Right click. There we go.
Right click. Okay. I certainly didn't do it. Yeah. Okay, now prophecy is the sun.
This prophecy is the sun. We should probably put them on the opposite sides of the board. Unless it's... Wait, is it doing that because it's...
I did put it on the opposite side of the board.
No, but if you... when you zoom in on it, it comes on the opposite side of the board. So it recognizes where it is and comes on the other side. Cool.
Yeah.
During your turn, your fate must be equal to 9. Reward, draw 3 skills and reduce the fate by 5.
So if on your turn, the fate is equal to 9,
you get the reward.
This prophecy.
Okay.
And you draw 3 skills and then...
Cool.
Subtract the fate by... So it's at least a way to stop us from auto-losing. So that's kind of a nice prophecy. What do we want our victory condition to be? Do you want to just do like 3 times around the board or something? Or
until one of us dies?
I mean, we could go until one of us dies. Just don't know how long that'll be.
Monopoly rules. It's 5 a.m., Grandma. You win! You ever listen to Dane Cook?
I mean, I have. I don't recognize that particular one, but it's been a while.
I'm sitting on Broadway with crap.
Okay, fuck it. Okay. Here we go.
1.
Perfect start. I don't need to heal, so... Cool.
You may skip, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Hey, look at that.
Welcome. Time to duel.
Actually, we could. Do I get to choose? I get to choose.
You get to choose, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to duel. How do you
Okay.
pick up multiple? Can you?
You like click and drag.
Okay.
Oh, but be careful if you mouse over another one. Okay, so as long as you're clicking and you mouse over something, you pick it up.
Okay, I did 2 wounds. And
Okay, I did.
That's a shield.
That's a shield, so I can block
You
one
block
wound.
one of the wounds.
Take a wound.
And then what does that do again?
That's insight.
Insight.
So I get a skill. I do believe.
Combat. There we go. Insight 6. The player draws a skill. Yep.
Okay. Haha. Skill. So this is gray.
I think
neutral,
you.
so yeah. I mean, I guess I don't. I can put it in my hand.
I think you put it in my hand.
No, I put it in my hand.
Why do I have a 1 here?
Because I'm blue.
Oh, well, okay. Somehow you got first player?
You told me to go first.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, you restarted, and then I just joined back in the same class again.
Alright, so you get a skill, and then it's going to be your turn.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Meh. Okay. You have wounded me, sir.
Cock dice.
I don't think we even. What was it that that happens when you win a duel? Because you technically won the duel.
Oh, yeah.
I think you just get to take
duels.
Coin from me.
Let's see. I can take away an item from the inventory, take away half the coin rounded down, take away any creature card.
Right,
I don't think a skill is in your inventory, is it?
Nope.
Or is it?
I don't think so. Maybe.
It says you can have up to 3 items. Can have up to 3 items in your inventory, which must be the thing in front of you. So you don't have anything.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be your inventory then. Yep.
I'm going to say you don't have anything.
I guess your hand's supposed to be invisible. I just kind of flipped it up because I didn't realize whether or not I could flip it in my hand or not.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I can see it. It's there. 5.
I figured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is the outskirts. Draw 2 cards and choose 1. So I guess, can I actually put these in my hand? Or? Oh, I can. Okay.
Oh yeah, you get to choose. Sorry.
Well, I guess that's kind of what I was trying to figure out is, okay, if you can put events into your hand, you know, does that mean you could potentially hide whatever it is you're doing? So I guess I'll.
So I think here, try putting it down.
Well, no, I think it's an encounter, right? So it goes away, or does it go back in? Because encounters we go through, right? Because the encounter deck is the only one we really can run out of, I thought.
Oh. Okay, well, while that menu's up, I can still interact with the board. Good to know.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
So don't click when you don't know what you're doing. Dictates the card misrun. The player draws a card from the encounter deck. Only if there's no clarification about the text of the other deck. Most encounters are encountered. If it's encountered with a creature, defights it. And if he wins, he puts it in his hand. So there are other encounters, locations, events, and towers.
Yeah, so
if it's a event,
they say discard it. They don't say put it back on the bottom.
So it's,
I think we'll start a discard pile.
Only after. I'm given that that's gonna have to run out. I think you're right that whatever you don't choose just gets discarded.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the Stranger's Gift, which is an event. I can take any item from the store, and I discard all remaining in it.
Cool.
Because there it says it discards the remaining
items. What is Hori?
What?
What is Hori?
I don't know.
That hoary cripple with malicious eye, askance to watch the workings
it's quite the same as WHOARE.
It must be Old English poetry or something like that, given its flavor text. I don't know.
Oh, it's a completely made up word.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, pick the extra dice. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the wand. Okay, so then the rest of these
go to the bottom.
They say discard, but
items. Yeah, when these are discarded, they go to the bottom though.
Yeah.
So just. Is there a way to shuffle?
R. Oh,
I think that
sounds
works.
like it was shuffling. It was making a shuffling sound.
Okay. Yeah. There must be some control thing, right? I can't help. Hey, oh, hey, here we go. Help is nice. Right mouse button, take deck.
Oh Jesus!
QE,
It tells you like everything.
F is flip card. T is tap. What does tap do? T?
Tap an item.
I guess that's rolling it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. What about everything else?
Help. Camera zoom. Alt right mouse button. What? Right mouse button. Quick card view on hover. Oh, I guess if you hold it down over a deck, it'll pick up the deck. If it's a single card, it'll do an alt. Okay.
Yep.
Should have done this first. Oh, hey,
Yeah,
dice values. There you go. And there, it tells you your guild ability.
Oh, hey, yeah.
We found it, Pat, or not Pat, Kyle. And then
Kyle?
it shows you the special squares too. Good. This is what I was hoping for. This just needs to be more prominent than in a menu, but I don't know. Okay, cool. Good. You have an extra period here, and this is not bolded. Some different text for some reason.
I forgot that I'm supposed to draw 2.
Oh, fuck.
Skill cards.
Disable the mouse in the game when you're in the menu, please. Find a way to do that. Okay, what did you say?
I realized that as the intelligent skill guy that I look at 2 skill cards and choose 1.
Oh, whenever you get the chance to have a skill, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't choose that one, but I found it in particular funny because it says to move to another player's square if he agrees. I'm going to use this skill. Will you let me? Nope. Fuck you.
That would only be really applicable if you're doing the co-op version.
I mean,
unless it's a see that sort of thing would be good with.
I'm going to come and duel you. No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in 2 players it wouldn't make sense, but in 3 and 4 you can team up and gang up and take each other out and that sort of thing.
That's true. I'm assuming there's some. I don't know. It doesn't really mention what happens if you have like more than one player on a spot.
All right, what do we got?
Yeah.
Draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards. So I think that's technically you get both. So if they're creatures, you have to fight them both. And
I don't have creatures. Okay, so then I get to resolve them in any order. Location. Make a combat roll. If rolled hits and critical hits only, draw a weapon that costs 4 or more.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to draw more items. Aha.
It does say draw a weapon, right? Draw a weapon, so I can keep drawing until I get a weapon.
Well, this, like tabletop, it seems like it could have a lot of like scripting that Talisman has, so it just does a lot of this stuff for you.
Instead of just being a digital, physical board game thing?
Yeah.
All right, so make a combat roll. I grabbed a green, so ignore the green. I did not only roll hits and crits, because that was a shield. I can't. Please. Nope. Nope.
What are you trying to do?
That. That's what I rolled.
Oh, okay.
T. There.
T taps.
T taps. Is there F1? There we go. The shield is a block, so I did not get that. So this goes. How do you flip? F.
I
suppose it doesn't matter.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then we got a tower here. How do we resolve towers?
I think they said it goes in your hand.
Show this card at the beginning of your turn. Draw a creature, then put it in your hand if you're a watcher. Oh, I can't take that. What? Because I'm not gold. So... cards.
Okay. The way I read this is... So this would go in your hand.
Yep.
at the start of your next turn, you would play this, and then you draw a creature. Because you draw a creature, you are now in combat. And you have to fight it. But if you were a watcher, you just get to take it.
To choose a tower, player must discard creatures with a total value equal to the value of the tower. He puts the tower in his hand after that, so I can't do that.
Okay, you just don't even get it.
Correct.
Cool.
But yeah,
Cool.
if you did that, then you have to do what it said.
Tap it, 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 tap it.
I'm struggling hard.
I see that.
It's because they're not. It's lining up where the shadow is and not where I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. 6.
Yeah. Okay. So we haven't encountered creatures yet.
6. Draw a card. Haha. A hunter. Pay a silver or get a wound. Discard hunter and name creature card. If it is in deck, discard it. Okay.
Yeah. If it is in player's hand, or is it in deck? Like,
no, I think you can name a creature card in the deck.
But then how are you going to find it? You're going to go through and search all these things? Is there a search ability?
Right click is not the search ability, I can tell you that.
Yeah, because right click picks up the whole thing. So that's going to be really... Okay. So it's 3 attack, 3 defense. It has a creature value of 1. And this is what I mean. If you lose this and you roll shit, that's 3 wounds, you're dead. First creature you encounter. Good job, Kyle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and fight it and see what happens.
Remember, you get to roll 1 other extra.
Yep. I just got to re-roll it.
Yep.
Intelligence. Tappa, 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 tappa. Hey!
So 1 wound and 1 miss.
1 miss.
And he does 3 wounds to you.
Hold on. I get my extra roll. Cool. Skill.
So...
And then I have guild training. So that's me re-roll.
1 die. Okay.
1 die.
So which
So
die?
if I'm drawing a skill.
Or you mean you're going to re-roll the miss?
I'm going to re-roll the miss, yeah.
Okay.
Ha-ha!
To get another miss. Good job.
Cool. Okay. So as I understand it, I resolve it in the order I want. So I can get my skill. Or skill? Go in my hand skill. Oh, there you go. Okay, I just gotta let go. And since I'm the what's my fucking guild follower, I get 2 skills and then choose 1.
As many wounds as it is, defense creature commander.
Okay, neither of these help me.
It's taken account of this for the deception. The common roll is made once per combat. Once per combat, repeatedly resets the range. Specify an attack. Her wounds can reduce or increase by action as skills. Okay.
Grab the top one. I see what you're doing. I don't like it. I will win this. Got it.
Here we go. These red tokens are he wounds on square, but there is when a player gets wound, characters hits you. Oh, here we go. You don't die at 3, you die at 4.
I thought it said you died at 3. Well, I already had one anyways because you fought me.
Yes. So now you have 4 and you're dead.
Yeah.
I win.
Good job. You did it. But hey, on my next turn, I can move 7.
Oh my god! Really?
I don't. Maybe. I guess the other option is to just take a wound and then it just goes away.
Pay 1 silver or get 3.
Or get a wound.
Discard hunter.
Discard it.
And name a creature card.
So I guess he's supposed to be a tough
Oh,
enemy.
no. Okay. So once you defeat him, you get the hunter. And then you can pay 1 silver or take a wound to activate that effect. It would really help if we had more reference here. Let's look for some other stuff. Yeah, this one doesn't have that effect.
Well, there's the unknown hero. And it says it gains +1 attack and defense for each player who has left the game. So it gets stronger the more players that have been killed.
Deals wounds to you in combat before rolling the dice. It doesn't have...
So it just shoots you.
It just shoots you once. Okay.
You just get an automatic wound.
This is a beast type.
You can roll.
Okay, I'm pay 1 silver or get wound.
So
here, let's look at this. Description indicates a type of card and the additional conditions in effect when interacting with the card. They can have absolutely different influences in the game and even go against the rules. In such case, the preference is always given to the card. Skill, throw additional dice. Unknown hero, human, gains +1 to attack. I see.
So so I could have just taken a wound, and then he would have gotten discarded.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what the name a creature card part of it means. Is it a rule book? Is there like a frequently asked questions?
Discard hunter and name creature card. It almost seems like that's
a
placeholder.
To a creature, so +1 fate. Oh, the fate buttons don't work.
What? Sure it does.
Oh, there it went. Oh, it only works for you.
Maybe it only works for the host. Okay. Only works for host. Good to know.
Neat.
Let's keep looking at this stuff because Beast, if this creature deals wounds to you, you go to castle, okay? If you won, return this creature to the deck. If you lose, put this creature in your hand. Interesting. What?
Okay. It's a trickster. You have to intentionally try and lose to it if you want to take it.
You can't avoid combat. How do you avoid combat?
Can you avoid combat? Or is that just a skill? I bet you that's just a skill.
Oh no, that's the foot dice. Escape. The player can leave the combat.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm guessing that's on the
green
dexterity
dice.
Ones, probably.
Yeah, there it is.
Where this one's gonna have the insight.
Oh no, I thought I just saw it. Did I not? No, it's the insight.
The mist kind of looks like a boot. Because the boot has wings on it, so it looks almost identical to the stupid.
Oh my god. Alright. Just a feature from tabletop that would be really handy here, being able to... Yeah. So it looks like the dexterity one is the only one that has a boot to be able to leave combat, okay?
It also has a crit. Does the melee one have a crit?
Probably.
Not that I see. Shield.
What symbol is the crit? Oh, it's the double X thing.
Yeah. Very different from the regular X.
Yeah, I don't see it. Man, it looks like green's like overpowered. Boot, swing, boot.
I mean, mostly I think the melee one has more shields and...
Yeah, it has the defense.
Basic attacks. So it's just kind of like do
so
a
which
wound
one has the heal? I haven't seen the heal yet. Is it yours?
Yeah, where's the endurance? That's a good point.
None?
Not on any of them.
Oh, it is the melee. I just saw it. There it is.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see now. Yeah, that doesn't really look like that.
How do we tap? There we go. Okay, well let's try one more. Because it doesn't seem like you should die that quick.
I mean, apparently so.
All right, I'm gonna try air, I guess.
I'm not taking the Watcher because that.
What does the Watcher do again?
So does anything actually stop you from taking the same class?
Yeah, the rules say you must take a different guild.
Oh, okay. Well, I clicked Watcher to see if, because I thought you had already clicked it. So restart again.
Okay.
Oh, I see now. It does actually gray it out. Okay. Well, let's see what the Pathfinder's all about.
Okay, I'll choose air then. So I'm gonna pick green.
Since you get dexterity. Have you?
Yeah, you have 2 dexterity. I'm gonna pick green and blue, I think.
I didn't see any of the skills that said instant action, but the fact that it's capitalized, I assume one of the skills say instant action, but whatever.
I suppose we should have shuffled that at the start.
Maybe. Well, you'd think they'd be shuffled starting out, don't you?
Not every time. If I were to take a guess, I'd say it's the same state.
Could be, I guess. Again, it's not very scripted or anything, so that grabs prophecy. What?
You hit the figure as I was moving it across the table.
The objects have physics with each other?
What?
Why?
Okay. Prophecy. At the end of your turn, you'll discard human, undead, and beast. Okay.
So I have all 3 of those type of creatures in your
reward,
hand.
and then you get to draw 2 skills or reduce the fate by 3. Cool. So it's a more difficult one than if the fate's really high.
Explosive potions. All your hits with crits.
Interesting.
Okay, concentrated hammer does the same thing, but to undead.
Only with undead. Each time you deal 1 or more wounds, deal 1 extra, so it's just 1 wound extra.
That seems pretty damn good.
You may reroll strength or dexterity dice. 1. Cool. So that'd be good for not the mage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dexterity as well. I see.
Yep. Strength or dexterity.
All right, you go first this time.
Okay, I'll go first. All right, 4. I am the purple one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says you may show a tower twice in your next turn. What?
So that was the whole, when you get a tower, you put it in your hand if you buy it, and then you show it eventually.
You may show a tower twice.
So if you land there, you can play it twice.
To choose a tower, player must discard creatures till the value equal to the tower. He puts the tower in his hand for that. Well, that's if you revealed it.
Yeah. So you don't have one, so that spot's just nothing to you.
I don't. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone for now. Okay, your turn.
2. At least I didn't end up in the damn no, wait.
Skip your next turn.
Wait, the spots change places.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. This was the Infirmary.
Oh, you're right.
The squares are different each time.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm guessing there's more than there are spaces. So that's the other reason why that says go to swamp if it's on the board, because
right. So that's gonna be
case. There is no swamp. Okay. Well,
boy, that's gonna get kind of annoying because you have to learn the board every game.
I mean, at least.
Yeah, it's a lot of replayability. Got it. Skip your next turn. I get to go twice.
Yep. If that doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
This might be. This might be like
3, 4, 5, 6.
You end up in jail. It's actually.
You may declare a duel to another player. I duel you.
Cool.
You got 2. Well, I'll go first. I got a green.
You're first player. You're the attacker. You roll first.
Did I say green and blue or green and red?
You said green red.
Green red. Okay.
I think so. You.
Yeah, I know. So flee combat and a miss.
Shake over the other dice.
Flee combat and a miss. Your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I can flee combat.
I think so. I don't know.
So you got a hit and that, so I take a wound. I'm purple this time.
Cool. And then I take nothing.
Yay.
You have nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir. So that was my 1 turn, and then I get to go again. 2. Fight with any creature from your hand. Yep, good thing I got a lot of those. Your turn.
Why would you want... I guess you have to do it. Okay. I'm like, why would you want to do that? But, gotcha. Yeah. 3. Bookshop. Draw a card. You don't discard items until the end of your... Until end of turn.
I don't know.
What card do I draw?
Event card.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, an event card. Meh.
Hey,
oh,
another
good.
3/3
good
attack.
night.
You may pay 1 silver and turn this card to the deck. So, do we not start out with any silver at all?
Not that I saw.
I did not see anything about starting money.
Because it was beginning of the game.
And you would think that would be there.
Start. Fate is 0. I guess that could be a home rule. Probably be a convenient home rule considering how often we run into these monsters that if you don't pay, you die. Alright, well, cool, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and...
Take 3 wounds again.
Hold on, I could flee from combat.
Okay.
Haha! Nope.
So 1 crit and 1 wound. So you do 3 damage to it.
I do 3 damage to it.
So you kill it.
I kill it, but I still take 3 wounds.
No, you don't.
Don't I?
I think because you win, you don't. Combat. So in the combat of the creature, the creature sees many wounds as specifying the attack parameter of this creature. And then wounds can be reduced or increased by actions. To win, the combat player needs to kill the creature and stay alive. Kill the creature, deal as many wounds on as a defense. The combat ends. If the combat ends with the player's victory, he can put the defeated creature's hand. So
See,
you
I think
take
it's
the wounds?
Because it says in combat with creature, the character receives as many wounds as specified in the attack parameter. So I'm in combat with it, so I assume I take the wounds. I don't know.
Combat has many wounds for combat. Jesus Christ.
But I killed it.
Combat is very dangerous. Deals one to the enemy. Oh my goodness.
Alright, well, hopefully I land on a heal. Oh, wait. It's done. The infirmary is back there. Can I go back to it?
Takes a token of inventory. The character has their health reserve. Allows you to mark the death of the character. Means the defeat of the player and then removed from the board. Boy, this is like Kingdom Death Monster on steroids.
I mean, at least Kingdom Death Monster was pretty just follow the instructions on the card. However, he came there, thrust out past service
so you
from the devil's stud. Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah?
Holy shit, one of us made it to the outer.
Draw 3 items. Next player chooses 1 for you. So I get 3 items, and you get to let me have 1.
Okay.
What do we got? We discard a creature and select target.
Oh, great. Just a way for you to insta-give me. Great.
You may buy potions and scroll. Interesting. Raven Courier. Cool. Shield. Discard this item. Cancel all wounds your opponent will deal to you.
I'll let you have the buckler.
Really? Not the buying potions thing?
The buying potions and scrolls and not the just, I have a card. Yeah, you die.
Why? So you're going to give me a defensive shield, which is useful, or being able to buy... Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'll take the shield then.
Because we don't know what other potions are out there. This is just a way for you to cancel one...
Can you pick up... You son of a bitch.
No, you can't. To answer your question,
okay.
No.
You can. Yes, good.
Okay.
You can. I was wondering if you can flip a whole deck, and yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can flip a whole deck.
Okay, so that's my turn.
I actually grab the fucking deck.
Yeah, I'm used to tabletop where it's right-click hold, or left-click hold instead of left-click, right-click. But
Ooh. Oh, good. The crypt. Goodbye, world.
Choose 4 kids. Hey, you might not have any undead in there. You're fine.
Okay,
right, that's a beast.
Undead.
You're fine.
It's also not an undead. Doesn't sound dead.
All right.
That's human.
That's human.
Bandit.
Okay.
All right, and
Location.
location.
All right, so
Cool.
nothing.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's interesting. Interesting looking card.
What is? I can't read it now. God damn it.
Oh, you can't read if it's on a pile.
I guess. You may roll a travel die.
so.
1, 2. If it's 1 or 2, you get a wound. Oh God. 3, 4, and 5 or 6, you go 7. Cool. Okay, my turn.
This is like early game talisman, but if you started in the inner region of talisman.
Yeah, that and only drawing dragons.
Yeah. Double dragon. Perfect.
Draw 4 cards. Each player chooses 1 for himself.
Fun. Okay.
Is that this card or it's got to be this card? All right, so we draw 4.
Yeah, I think anytime it's a draw card, it's always the encounter.
Except for when it was the item one.
Well, but that's when it said specifically draw items.
Did it? Draw 3 items. Yes, yeah, okay. So we each get to choose 1 for ourselves.
Well, they're all monsters, so that's fun. We haven't actually gotten any money yet.
Right.
Money would be really nice.
It's like a home rule sort of thing. Event, put this card in your inventory until the end of game. You become undead type. And twice as many wounds from critical hits. You take twice as many wounds from critical hits?
Wow. Did they really have to steal like the exact image from Dark Souls?
Probably. And then, so these monsters just go in your inventory, right? Or you actually have to fight them?
Is that what it says?
It just says get, right?
It says chooses 1.
Chooses 1 for himself.
So I think that's the same as encountering them.
Okay.
Same as like when you draw 2 and then choose. I mean, I guess you'd choose first. So if you were smart, I'd say probably just anything that won't kill you instantly. Or you take the Curse of Unlife, forcing me to fight something that will probably kill me.
So I chose the zombie.
Yeah, you want to fight it?
Well, yeah, I have to, right?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really an ask. More of a, hey, you should fight it.
So I got 1 hit. He hits me back. I win. Yay.
Yay. 1 wound.
And a wound. Yes. Jesus Christ.
Alright, I guess I'll take the Curse of Unlife. See how that goes. Where do I put that? It's not an item, so I'll just put it there.
Yeah.
Good enough.
It does say put in your inventory, though.
Oh.
Okay, that is my turn.
Of course, if you just put it in your inventory, it says you can discard cards from your inventory. But then this is an event. Probably not. It makes sense to do it.
So this card overrules that rule, probably, then?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I guess it does say cards normally have like priority or whatever.
Yep, your turn. Don't die.
I mean, I only take double from crits.
Not that it matters, you only have 1 life left.
Yeah. I could heal with these great rolls. Yaha! 2. I can pay money that I don't have to go to the castle.
Hooray!
Neat.
Alright, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take another turn, but backwards.
Come on, double dragon. Hey. Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Back to the fort we go.
Oh my god. Alright, 1, 2. Mostly monsters. Deals wound to you in combat before rolling dice. I'm probably going to take the 1/1. If you won, get a silver or potion from the store. Guess what? I'm going to take that one.
Did you have to draw every card?
Yes.
Or every die?
Yes.
You might want to try that again.
I wasn't rolling. I was just moving it out of the way because I was going to put the card over here saying I grabbed it. I'll be right back 1 second.
All right. I mean, I could probably just fight and die. You want to put this card in hand without combat. Discard this card from your hand, gain block and hit. Okay. It's pretty cool if I had money. Man, they do not give you money easily. What the fuck? Okay, well, that's undead. Guess for the prophecy. Gotta. I'll take the skeleton archer and die. Yeah, it's really useful to take a coin from someone that doesn't have coins.
You taking coins from me?
No, I said it doesn't help to have a skill that lets you take coins when you can't actually catch the other player.
So I was thinking while I was up, so as part of the working together thing, you might set a goal of something like, let's make it through the event deck without anybody dying.
Yeah.
So in this situation, I would say, oh, you have 3 wounds, I'll let you take the easy one, I'll take the hard one. Working together sort of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'd set the victory and then... Like, you could also technically set the defeat. Like, if you wanted to go cooperative, you'd say if someone dies, you lose.
Yeah, the whole team loses, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where the cooperative part comes in.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean... Fuck it, I guess I'll take the bigger one, because it's got the same strength. Can't take the archer, because he'll just kill me.
Draw X cards from any deck or access them or players who have not left the game and discard them.
So...
From any deck.
What? Any deck?
Any deck.
Oh, well, I mean, why would I discard skills or... Would I want to just discard the encounter deck?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I guess it depends on what rules you're playing with. But hey, since I'm the one that's going to die, let's... Die! Hey, I died.
Flee.
Oh no, I can flee.
So you're gonna
I
flee
can
combat?
do a wound and flee.
So you flee combat.
Yay, bye.
Okay, and then I got... you son of a bitch.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. So wound and a crit, so I do 3 damage to it. And
Cool.
it does 1 back to me. If you won, I can take a silver.
Or that explosive potion.
Which means that all hits are crits, so you do 2 damage per instead of 1. Or I'll take a money. I'll take a money.
Cool, now all I gotta do is catch up to you. Here I come.
Okay, so now I have 2 creature cards.
Yes. Which I think only matters if you...
Get a tower.
Draw. Or, yeah, I guess the towers. That's really the real importance. 5! Finally! A higher number. So then, is that 5?
I think you just land on
that 5?
Yeah.
That 5? Okay.
It's just like free parking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I guess I wouldn't want to go to the next one since it's get a wound and draw.
I can use the store, Kyle.
Yay!
So I can sell my buckler and get the coin and buy the potion I could have just gotten.
Nice.
Your turn.
You could also just sell the buckler.
Yeah, you're not gonna fight me.
If you want the 1 gold. Well, I think it does say just any wounds.
No, this isn't a duel.
Does it?
Yep. Your opponent must deal you in duel. Yep. So I'll take that for a coin.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not going to duel you. If I was going to fight you, I'd try to get skills and just murder you that way. Let's see if I die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Draw a card.
Card. It is a cave. It will totally be a monster and I die.
So where was the hand limit? Hand zone? Here we go.
Like 7, 10, 10.
Contain more than 10 cards among their They can be creatures, skills.
Oh, look, it's a grave robber.
So it's just skills and monsters that go in there. Okay. Grave robber. Human. If you want, you may draw 3 items. Choose the cheapest one and increase fate by 1. Okay.
I really need a way to heal.
2 hits, you win. But
yes,
it kills
but I die. Like, what the fuck? How do you survive this game?
Hold on. You gotta be able to apply your damage first, right?
Maybe?
Otherwise, you're taking way too much damage.
Nothing seems to imply that, but makes sense.
Character receives as many wounds as specified in the attack parameter of this creature. The number of wounds can be reduced from each of the action skills, items, and abilities of all participants. In order to win, you must kill the creature and stay alive. To kill a creature, it's necessary to deal as many wounds on him as defense of the creature. Duh. If the creature ends with the player victory, he can put the defeated creature in his hand and take as many coins. Oh, I haven't been doing that. Shit. So I will actually get 1 coin.
I didn't do that either. Okay. Well, that probably would have changed some things. What with me defeating a 3-value guy?
As indicated on the value parameter of the creature, the player loses combat.
Oh, yeah, because then when I landed on the gates, I could have paid 1, gone to the castle, and healed. Okay.
The player loses combat when his character has received more wounds than he dealt.
Like, there's 2 stages, right? Rolling the dice and then calculating the result. So once you've rolled the dice, stage 1 is done. And then it's just calculating the result. Unless the creature dealing damage counts as a action.
So you calculate the result, and then if you lose... the character receives as many wounds as specified on the... Okay. So I think it is a duel. I don't think you always get the wounds. I think you only get the wounds if you lose, right? If the player loses where the character has received more than dealt at the same time, the character level 3. Okay. Wound counters. Let's go back to this. He can heal wounds in the cast of other... when a player gets a wound, he takes a red token. The character has a health reserve. Great, but... when do you get wounds, really? That's the question, because we're dying way too quick. We got to be doing something wrong.
I mean, we could start again and try that way.
And
we also were forgetting to take money for killing creatures.
Deals a wound to an enemy.
Would have changed the game significantly.
Character. So, because you know, when you're a Dex character, you don't have any heals, and the only way to heal or even block is to go to a place. You just got to outdo them.
I guess that would make sense. Yeah.
And then if you lose, you take a wound. At the same time, level of fate is increased by 1 in the case the combat ends in a draw. So maybe wounds aren't part of combat. Because they're conflating attack power with actually receiving damage sometimes, it seems. The character receives as many wounds as specified in attack. So that means that the monster's attack power is equal to the attack parameter on the creature. That's competing against the wounds that you're rolling, your attack power. Player triggers the action of each throw on anywhere, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, it's really just saying that you take as many wounds as they do damage. Oh, okay, you can...
So if you lose, the fate goes up by 1.
Okay, that's fun. If you zoom a little too quickly, your zoom is you're actually over this 3D object, and they have a check to see if you. Yeah, they have a check to see how close you've zoomed into the map or into the board. So if you scroll very quickly, you can overzoom.
If the result of the duel is one character dies, take away 1 item, take away that, take away a creature card. If the result of the duel is one character dies, the remaining character... So, do a special came out of that. Both players make a combat throw. Some characters do not have a natural attack. The wounds in the duel are determined by the combat roll properties of the cards. Okay, so that's making it sound like that you do take the wounds.
Yeah.
Just seems like you're taking way too much damage. Fighting level 3, I mean, you have no control over it. You're fighting level 3 monsters. You can't not fight it. And you only have 2 dice to roll against it, which means you're always going to take at least 1. And then if you're not a defensive class, you're taking all 3.
Yep.
Are we missing something?
We may be missing something. Well, let's play once with...
You lose a combat, you take a wound?
No. If you kill the creature first, you don't take the wounds.
So you deal damage first, and if you don't, then you take the damage and lose the combat?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's try player does damage first. I'm gonna be follower this time. You get 1 more skill card, and you use 2 intelligence. Okay. I'll shuffle up the stuff. Okay, we'll put a fate here.
I'll take the air. We're gonna go with green and blue. Okay. Best of both worlds, maybe. I guess prophecy can go there just as easy.
Yeah.
The devil. At the beginning of your turn, you will ask a riddle to another player, but he will not guess it until the end of your turn.
Okay.
The fuck?
So that's just social engineering, I guess. I don't know. You may deal a wound to the enemy and turn this item face down. To turn it back, so you basically tap it. You may deal a wound to the enemy before throwing dice. If you do so, throw 1 less dice. You guarantee to a wound. Except for duels, is that what we're thinking? Because duels...
I mean, that seems like that's what that intends. Crossbow of the
Tournament shield gives block in combat. Every combat, you get 1 block. See...
Okay, shield seems really good.
Yeah, no shit. For
1 damage reduction always.
Basically.
You just have to deal more damage than them to not lose. So, like, even if they have 1 strength, and as long as you roll at least 1 damage, you still draw at least.
All right,
you come upon two knights guarding a fork in the road. The sign in front of the knights say that one knight always lies, and that another knight always tells the truth. It also says that one path leads to certain doom, and the other path leads to safety. How do you determine which path to take?
Beginning of the game. Choose one of the guilds, determine the access. Character tokens placed on the board, face value, the fate 0. Agree to victory conditions in addition to house rules. 1 card for the prophecy deck is placed in the front, blah, 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 blah. Just wondering if there's anything about starting gold. Or, because, you know, you make
I think that's house ruled.
Yeah, it must be house ruled to do that then. Otherwise, you basically just gotta go around the board once, get some gold, end up on the castle, and then buy an item.
Or you find the stores and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, you want to start?
You can ask a knight 1 question. I gave you a riddle.
Oh, okay. Already starting that, alright. I'll let you have the skills.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't even matter what the riddle is or what you guess.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Do you actually know that riddle?
No.
Or you're not listening?
I wasn't. I was looking something up. I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay. Well, it's basically there's two paths. One leads to death, one leads to safety, and there's two knights. One always tells the truth, one always lies.
Okay.
You can ask one question. What do you ask? And the answer to the riddle is to ask one of the knights what the other knight would say is the safe path.
Oh.
Because the knight that always lies would say that the knight that always tells the truth
Would tell the
dangerous path.
Correct.
He'll tell you the dangerous path. And the knight that always tells the truth would tell you that the knight that lies would say the dangerous path. So you just choose the opposite path.
Right. Smart.
It's one of the few riddles I know. In fact, it showed up in an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Even.
Yeah, it's similar to the whole. You can have one statement, and if it's a true statement, I'll cut off your head, and if it's a false statement, I'll hang you.
Yeah,
And
it's
then you say,
same.
Yep. Paradox
Same thing.
sort of thing. Well,
Yeah.
what mine's a paradox. Yours is a very clever play.
Yeah.
Right.
There's also an XKCD comic about that where there's actually three people, and it's the first two are the same, and then the third one is he stabs you if you ask, like trick questions or something like that, like unstraightforward questions. Yeah. So 2 skills, I guess.
2 skills.
2 skills.
Technically, you're not supposed to get it until the end of your turn, but
Oh, well, then I just won't use it. Or I'll die. For all I know. We'll die here. 1. Perfect. Gonna really... What did I choose? Air?
yeah. There's target player skips his next turn. Wonderful. Well, there you go. You get your skills.
All right, cool. I get my skills. It's my turn.
At the end of your turn, you'll have 3 skills. Every other player discards 2 cards. Interesting.
What?
Meaning, if you have 3 skills in your hand, at the end of your turn,
wanna...
everybody else has
okay.
to discard 2 cards.
All right.
I like these prophecies. They're kind of cool.
I should probably look at my skills.
That would help.
Okay. Cool. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 5.
So let's
Is okay. Pay. I'm gonna play my skill Short Road. Take an extra turn.
God damn it.
Get fucked, nerd.
Yeah, we'll shuffle it after. Actually, I guess technically you don't shuffle. It just goes to the bottom, so...
Yeah.
Hopefully
1, 2, 3. That'd be a really good start if you were the Pathfinder and I got safely away. Throw a travel dice. Draw as many cards and choose one. Wow. That could be a lot of cards you draw. 4. A lot of cards to draw. Oh, hey, look. Dark Souls again.
And so you can resolve them in any order. Oh my god, you're gonna die. Or do you
No,
no, it's
I
just
choose
pick
one.
one. Pick one.
Choose one. Tower. I do not have 3 value. Show this card at the beginning of next turn. Until the end of this turn, you may use door. Okay, so towers just do stuff in exchange for monsters. Interesting. Undead, you can't avoid a combat. I guess I'll take the bouldering guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take care of this.
Okay. I said blue and green. Tap, tap, tap.
I can't. Having trouble.
You,
Yeah, but
There you go.
right click is also the alt thing, so I was not being able to
I got a tilted die here,
pick it up and
but
roll.
I think that's a crit. Meh. All right, well, it's a shield. Hey, for the first time, without a rule of doing damage first, I would actually not take damage.
Right. So yeah, I think
That's how
that
you're
would.
supposed to roll.
But see, even if we do that effect, again, you only take damage if you lose. So
Yeah.
this reduces his attack down to 0,
Yep.
and then you do 1 damage to it. So it does
Yep.
0 damage to you. You do 1 damage to it, and you.
Yes.
Yeah. So then you would get that 0 coins.
I'm gonna take the money
From its effect.
from its effect.
Oh, I'm blue this time. Hey.
Yep.
It must be just whoever picks their class first. 4. I finally get to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. You may pay 1 silver and draw 2 skills. I don't have any money, so your turn.
All right. So far, this game is already going slightly better. Maybe because I just kept skipping your turn.
But... Oops, I did not mean to press that. What did I just do?
I don't know.
I've seen. Whoops. I clicked something on OBS.
Each player discards a card. Okay. I discard the moldering guy because he's not worth anything.
Pretty much.
I mean, there's only useful if there's certain cards that say do something with an undead. Yeah.
Draw a creature. If you won, draw a weapon or armor. Okay, so I get to draw until I get a creature. Hey, there's a creature.
Hey, there you go.
All right. Beast has +1 attack. If you don't have armor, guess what? I don't have armor.
You don't have armor.
Please. There we go. Thank you. 1 attack. So I did kill it.
Yep.
Does that result in a tie, though? No, he wins. Because he has 2 attack. I only did 1 damage to it. Or is it we do damage first and kill it and then...
I think that's what we were saying. Was that you do your damage first?
Oh, I thought we were... sorry, I thought we were saying that if you lose combat, you take a wound.
Well, you didn't lose combat. You won.
No, I didn't. He won. He did 2 damage to me. I only did 1 to him.
Oh, in that way you're saying. Whoever does the most damage wins. So only if you lose...
no, that's not gonna work. Okay.
Yeah, because it'd be if you lose or draw, but I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I was just thinking it was we do damage first.
So I have to do. Oh my god.
So you do 1 damage.
Hold on. Combat.
And he has 1 health.
Second
the rules aren't gonna help. You can stop opening the rules.
Player chooses the action. Receives as many wounds as specified in the attack parameter of the creature. Yep. The wounds can be reduced and increased by action skills. Player needs to kill a creature and stay alive. To kill a creature is necessary to use. Okay, so I did do as much damage to him as the defense of the creature.
Yeah.
And then I put the creature. Okay, so it is that way. It just means we're really fragile. And it wouldn't. Oops, that's yours. It wouldn't affect what you did because you had a defense on that one. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just really fragile.
Yeah.
And then I get 1 silver. Okay. I'll be right back again.
Yeah. Okay, go have a quick bang with the misses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the swamp, which actually I don't think we know if it's on the board this time. Is it on the board? No. It's in the inner circle, but I don't know if the inner circle stuff can be on the outer circle. I do not know, but I do not see the swamps. So my question is, and I'm saying this to no one in particular, is how many cards are actually in this damn deck that we've seen this monster several times? Uh-oh. Like, is there just several of them? I mean, I know for me, just give me these 2. I'll take the shield and the bow. Bam. Automatically do 1 wound. Automatically block. Very nice to me.
Okay. I'm back.
Ah, that was loud.
Sorry. All right, what happened?
I had to go to the swamp, but there's no swamp.
So nothing happened. All right, cool.
Nothing. Yep. Your turn.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Take 2 coins. Hey.
Hey, there you go. We finally have some money.
I was gonna say, yeah, there should be a rule to start with some money or something like that, or buy 1 item from the store, something to give us some more survivability.
I think. Yeah. 1, 2. Village. Draw a creature. If 1, heal all your wounds. I don't have any wounds, but I guess as long as I win, it doesn't matter. Let's just draw a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is how you win the game. just keep trying. Beast and undead.
Good luck.
If you lose, discard 3 creatures. If you won, each other player discards a creature. Easy. All I gotta do is 3 wounds. With the fucking skill cards. Yeah. That's actually 3 wounds. Easy.
Okay, so you win.
Uh-huh.
And you heal all your wounds because of that card, or because of that thing, so you don't apply any. And if you want, I have to discard a creature, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I get 3 coins.
And you get 3 coins for beating it.
Apparently we're just being really unlucky.
Could be.
Those other games. I mean, I guess if the game's intended to be quick.
Could be. Because, you know, you get 4 wounds, you kill a monster, you fight a monster, it gives you 3 right off the bat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Draw a card.
Cave. Draw a card.
It says may draw cards. You don't have to.
Oh.
Then we need to pay attention to that. So if you're ready, yeah.
Fuck.
And that's where I'm thinking maybe you want to not do that until you've gone around a couple times and...
I guess. But most of them don't say may. Like, this is the only one. This is just... You can decide if you want to go fuck up a monster in its cave. You know what? I'm going to pay 1 and return that card to the deck.
To the bottom?
It just says return it to the deck, so...
I assume so. Yeah.
Maybe.
1, 2, 3.
I really have no idea how many cards are in the deck. So.
You may get wound and draw an item. Well, I can't take a wound because I'm only at 2. Well, no thanks. Unless the thing...
Probably not the greatest idea.
Unless there's one over here that says...
Well, it also says draw an item, so I think you'd take a random one from the deck.
True. Yeah, no thanks. I can't afford...
Yeah. Take another turn. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's really... With the pumpkin guy, it's easy. As long as you got some money, you just... Yeah, no thank you. Draw 3 cards. Next player chooses one for you.
Excellent. This is where the co-op or screwing you goes together.
Yep.
Draw a card from a deck and discard it. Okay. Weird. Roll a travel dice instead of combat. 1 to 3 pay the server. And if not... So what's the
I'm such a cunning thief, I got captured. I have a 50% chance of getting caught.
And then what's the point of having the stats on it then? Oh, I guess if you have to fight it in your hand, or like if it comes on fights, maybe.
Yeah.
And you may play it to... well, I'd rather not give you 2 money, so we'll go with this one.
Okay. So we'll... Meow. So put it in my hand.
Instead of fighting it. Okay.
Yeah. I could have fought it, is basically what I understand that, maybe? Roll a travel dice instead of combat? So you could choose to...
Well, it's got a value of 0, so you're not going to get anything from fighting it.
Yeah.
So I think the effect takes precedent.
Well, it's the same as like the pumpkin guy, where it said pay 1 and put it on the bottom of the deck instead.
Yeah. Draw 4 cards. Each player chooses 1. All right, we got just a beast. Draw X cards from any deck or X number of players who now left the game and discard them. Event 3 fate. Put this card in your inventory. Discard this card if fate is ever 0. Oh, so just forces you to take up an inventory slot. And the only way to get rid of it is... Yeah, increases fate, and then whenever fate reaches 0, then you throw 1 less die in combat. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to take the event. I can't afford to... Okay.
Fucking over everyone.
Yep. It's the only way I'm gonna win.
I guess. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not too much of a fan of the militia. That's still just 1 damage. Just means I'd have to take like a green and try and get a crit on them. So yeah, I'm gonna take the renegade militia.
Okay.
Oh, come on. It was nearly there.
Not even close.
It was very close. Shut up. Okay, so that goes away. I take a wound and increase fate 1. You need to increase the fate.
Oh, right, because you can't. Okay.
Because I can't. And I lost.
You lost? What?
Yeah. Yeah. If you lose in combat, you increase fate.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you lost the game. I'm like, you only got 1
No.
move. What are you talking about?
I lost the combat. Oh yeah, it's my turn. You did that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is outpost. You may discard a creature and gain 3.
So that.
Hey, I've got a worthless creature to discard.
There you go.
There you go. Here's the thief. I'm not sure I want to know what exactly they're doing with her. That they're paying me. Give. Man. You go from being a shitty thief to, I guess, being raped?
Yeah, right. Let's see. Draw 3 cards. Next player chooses one for you. Ooh.
Ha 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 ha. I could just give you the tower and have you do nothing.
You may tell a joke instead of combat. If the other player laughed, you won. Oh my god. Oh.
I mean, that might work better in person because, I mean, it's pretty easy not to laugh.
Just mute your mic.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? I'm just gonna give you the tomb tower.
Okay. Which then
I'm just gonna go
goes
for
away.
nothing. Nothing's worse on a turn than nothing happening. Draw a card. Human, if you won, draw an artifact. What the fuck is an artifact?
Huh. I think it's an item type.
Is it?
I think it's an item
We
type.
haven't seen any, I don't think.
We're just gonna have to.
Or is it supposed to be a encounter type? Oh, there's one right there.
That was it.
That one is one.
Artifact. I see. There you go.
Oh, yeah, kind of need to win, anyways.
Oh, come on. Please.
Now you fucked up.
Oh my god. Go here. Go. What am I doing?
Okay.
Why don't I just do the whole stack? I'm an idiot.
Damn tilts.
I'm being
Yeah.
dumb.
Well, that looks like a flea to me. Bye.
Whoops. Draw 3 cards and choose any number of them. Any or none.
Oh, hey, finally a new tower. Ooh,
Hey.
a mimic.
The blue tower, which means I can do that.
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
I think that just happens to be the color.
I think that, yeah,
It was
only
the
skills
the
that do
skill.
that, yeah.
Actually matched a guild. I mean, I guess these match up as well, but...
If you want to draw an item.
This card at the beginning of your turn, discard a skill. Then out of any deck if you are a follower.
I'm just gonna say none. I'm trying to get around to get some items and shit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, again, silly that you're gonna try to avoid as much as you can early on just to get around and get money, and then try to build power that way. I don't know.
I have no clue. 1, 2, 3. Draw an undead or increase fate by 2. I guess increase fate by 2.
Yeah, you're almost to the watchtower. You might as well.
Yeah. You gotta increase it by 2 though. Mr. Host. Good draw. A good roll.
Go to any square.
I guess you'd go to the Watcher, wouldn't you?
Player moves the cast square, draws a card from the skills deck, and reduces fate by 3. And then when you're at this castle, any character heals all wounds, and you can also use the store. So yeah, obviously you do that.
Yeah.
You
Pick a skill.
pick a skill. So I get to draw until I get a blue one or a gray one.
Yep.
And then reduce the fate by 3. Go to that. Heal all wounds. Hey, oop, hello. Heal all wounds, and then I can use the store. I got 3 money.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Tournament Shield seems pretty decent.
That's an obvious choice.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
That's a skill. New item.
What do you got?
Raven.
Apparently I can't walk. What? Oh, there we go. You may buy push into... Yep.
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 3. Watch. So reduce the fate by 3, which means you get to discard your thing. Potential crisis.
What is it?
I get skills. Okay, I got a neutral skill, so I keep it. Then I can buy. I mean, it doesn't really say just buy 1, right? I
Correct.
can buy any number.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, if I just spend, can I pick up more than 1 money? No.
You may want to buy one at a time to see what comes up next, of course, but...
Yeah. I'm going to buy the hunting bow. For all those situations where it'll just be like, oh, it has 1 health. Twang!
I for sure kill it, yeah.
Yeah. What do we got here? Ooh, a scroll. Scroll of return. Discard this item. Go to the castle. It's an interesting safety net. Crossbow of the Clumsy. I don't like the idea of having to pay to refresh it. If it was just refresh it at the castle, that'd be nice. Courier's pretty crap. Explosive potions only 1. So,
Safety
okay. I'm gonna take that safety scroll.
Skill target... What? I'm an
You
idiot.
grabbed a skill. Yep.
Shut up. Okay.
I mean, you said it, not me.
Alright, so now we're all back at the castle. We're going for round 2.
Fight.
4. You may pay a silver and draw 2 skills. I don't have a silver, so no. And then I'm going to play my skill and take 2 turns. 1.
What?
Draw 2 cards, and next player chooses 1. There must be spheres of influence then. Meaning the inner ones draw 2, the outer ones draw 3 sort of thing. So more difficult ones in the outer track,
yeah.
maybe?
You have a higher chance of stuff on the auto track.
I don't know. Tower and...
If you lose, discard 2 cards, then go to the Mage Tower. I think we have the Mage Tower?
And I haven't been paying attention to the tile names.
No. But, nope, we don't. It's not there. Or Tower, show this card. At the beginning of your turn, until the end of your turn, you may go backwards.
For 1 turn.
Yeah. Fuck it, you can have that.
Cool.
Better than free money. I mean, not free money, but I mean...
Well,
there's no risk for you to take damage.
Correct.
So.
I only have to deal 1 in order to win.
Yeah. Yeah. 5. Oh, that's tomorrow. 3, 5. Hello.
Hi.
So we got Earthquake.
You get a wound. Each other player gets a wound. Discards an item. Pays 2 silver. Oh, so then every other player either gets to choose one of the 3, or you can take an item from the store and discard our. Well, let's do Earthquake then. I don't want to get you too much good shit. Son, you get a wound.
Oh, did I not heal my wound?
Each other player gets a wound, discards an item, pays 2 silver, or discards. So, I will take a wound.
Discard. Oh, yeah.
I'd rather do that.
Could have just let me have a free item. No, you got to wound the 2 of us. We're just starting out on our journey, and you're getting us killed.
Draw a creature if you won. That is not a creature. There is a creature. Return this creature to the deck if you want. If you not, then put it in your hand. Oh, interesting. Okay, so...
So you can't lose.
Can't lose.
I guess unless you... No. Worst you get is a draw.
Yeah, so I definitely win.
Yep.
So it goes back to the deck. But, because of the tile, I get to draw a weapon or armor.
Yes.
So this goes to the bottom of the deck, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And then I get to draw until I get a weapon or armor. That is
That's
not
the
skill. There we go.
Still a skill.
Weapon, you may reroll a die. If it is a miss, discard the item.
That's alright.
So just don't miss on the reroll.
Yep.
Your turn.
Whoa. I don't know why I whaw every time.
Whoa,
I can pay 1 to go to the castle. I don't want to go to the castle. I paid 2 so I could go to the castle. So it's your turn.
One, 2, 3, 4. You may draw a card. Yeah, I'm feeling frisky. And can't.
You can discard 4 creatures worth to get 1 gold. Who, buddy?
Is that really all it was?
That's what it said.
Remember, 1 gold that's 1 silver.
That's 1 silver, yeah.
You said 1 gold.
Oh, sorry, I meant 1 monies. 2. Draw 4 cards and choose undead among them.
Have fun.
So what happens if I have multiple creatures?
I think you have to fight them all.
Is it 1 at a time?
Yeah.
It's all at once?
It would make sense to do 1 at a time, I guess. So...
1 undead.
1 undead. It's a pretty strong one, too.
Ugh.
Imagine getting that turn 1. It's like getting a dragon. Has -1 defense to E4 each undead in your hand. Has -1 attack for each player in the game. So he's actually 3 attack.
Yes. There's 3 attack and 4 defense. Because I have an undead. Will of Grave. Undead.
Yeah.
Okay. Still 3 attack.
Scroll to get out of it?
I mean, does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And just like that, do you do that at the start of your turn, at the end of your turn? Do you move, encounter the space, and then do that to go back to the castle?
Does it count as an escape? Do I...
So many questions.
I mean, I can roll my green, try to get a thing. So I have a... Okay. We're going big here. I think. Well, probably don't want to go big. Of course, could I roll, see what I get, and then scroll out?
I don't know.
Well, let's say we can. Okay, so I'm going to do my wound.
Oh, did you grab a skill when you went around?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
That's why I'm considering this move.
Got it.
So, okay. Oops. So, we're going to do one wound automatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a miss.
That's a miss. So I'm going to use my guild training to re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another hit, so that's 2 wounds.
I needed it to be the crit. So I'm going to use my scroll.
Alright.
Escape.
So that gets rid of your wounds, and then you can use the shot.
Oh.
And that's, well, since it says discard.
It says discard.
Alright, so then we'll get rid of it. I don't think wait, yeah, they do.
Ah.
Items recycle.
Don't skills recycle too?
Yes. Oh yeah, what is prophecy? Oh yeah, 3 skills.
3 skills, which none of us have had.
Okay. Yeah, so then you don't get the skill by going here, but you do get the healing wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If I had gotten the crit, I could
Go
have killed
to
it.
swamp, and we said there isn't a swamp. So
There's
your
no
turn.
swamp.
There is no spoon.
2 archives. Wait, draw a skill and a creature. Interesting. Take the skill. Wait. Okay, hopefully that's just happens to be the same skill again. I didn't somehow manage to put it on top. Kind of hard to know. Wait, wasn't the other skill a blue one that you kept accidentally drawing?
No.
Yeah, that skill was the... That was that one, and then this will be the blue one. No? Okay, I don't know. I don't know how often skill... Oh.
Cancel the square activation? What?
So it's apparently random. The decks are just always random.
Oh, it is. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
So putting it at the bottom... How are we supposed to put it at the bottom, then?
You don't.
Huh. Okay, so you don't have to. Maybe... That's why they're specifying just return it to the deck, because then it'll automatically shuffle for you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, well, gotta draw a creature now. Hey, look, there's a creature. Hey, that's a zombie. I'm gonna just one-shot it. Insta-kill.
How did you insta-kill it?
The bow.
It does deal 1 damage. It still does wounds to you, don't you?
No, because it says before throwing dice in combat. Right? That's the way I interpret it. That's
Okay. Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, if I do 1 wound to it and it's dead, wouldn't it be dead?
Yes. There is so much... so many question marks.
Yeah. Because that was the point of the skeleton archer or whatever, is that it didn't have any attack, but it did 1 wound to you automatically.
Right.
And you couldn't use your dice to reduce it. Because it was before combat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cruising around.
Swap squares with target player. Okay, well, I'll swap with you, I guess. What was yours?
I don't know if you activate my spot. I think you just swap.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. Be what makes sense. Normally when you swap, you don't activate the spot you go on.
Okay.
Because otherwise, do I activate mine?
Well, it's not your turn. It would be my turn.
No.
Talisman, whenever you had to go to places like that, you did.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll just say not, so... Again, so many question marks.
Yeah.
Take another turn.
Take another turn. 2, 3. Draw 2 and choose 1. Well, this game's suddenly lasting a lot longer.
We actually made it around and got some items. Pick one.
Well, I don't want to take an automatic wound. This next turn, if this creature deals to you, probably gonna. Do I have anything?
Because you don't have any
useful?
defense. Yeah. So either take a guaranteed wound, or skip your next turn. Because you're gonna take a wound no matter what, probably, unless you flee, maybe.
Okay. So I'm gonna fight it. I'm actually gonna roll. Yeah. Blue.
Oh yeah, I suppose. You got an attack, so you do 2 damage to it, and you kill it. It does 1 damage back to you, and you skip your turn. So you do get 2 coins for killing it.
Yep.
Alright. Three. Draw 2 cards, and you get to choose. So either a beast or a tower. To the end of the game, if a character should die, its owner may return the tower to the deck and heal its wounds. Basically useless for 2-player games. Cool.
Yeah.
Has +1 to attack if you don't have a weapon.
Unless everyone loses, unless you're doing the co-op and everyone loses if someone dies.
I suppose. Until the end of the game, a character should die, its owner may return tower to the deck.
Character, it's not very clear.
If character should die, its owner may return tower to the deck and heal all his wound instead. Oh, this is like a Ring of Life sort of thing, where instead of dying, you put this back to the deck.
Oh no! Wait, this isn't a tower.
This is an event. What? Okay, so change the name. Get rid of that tower name.
Oh no! So it's saying the towers of
Kinmar.
So
until
the towers of Kinmar allows you to discard a tower and revive yourself.
Oh, may return tower to the deck. Okay, so anybody can. Cool.
Yes, anyone can do that.
All right, so we'll put an event over here then. Sweet. Or, well, if you want that, I suppose. We have to activate one of them. Hint. I have a tower. You saw me take it.
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well take that one. Because otherwise you're just going to
trash it and get money.
Win combat.
So now you're allowing me to live. Cool.
Yeah, but I could get a tower.
True. It is mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
Potentially. Okay, your turn.
And right now I have lots of points worth of people, so
maybe they're so ingenious with the game that they designed it to be ambiguous, so that when you're playing it with your friends, you have to debate amongst yourselves the interpretation. And
there you go. Apothecary, you may pay silver and name a potion. If it is in the deck, draw it. How am I supposed to know what the potions are?
I should have read this first.
What?
Fated Kingdom's a co-op game with full freedom of action and no forced rules.
Well, yeah, this we knew.
We figured that out.
It was just nonsense. Yeah.
So it is all open to interpretation how we want to. Except for the combat. The combat needs to be kind of fixed. Okay. Anyway.
Or does it?
Or does it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know any of the potions, but I haven't actually seen any that I wanted. Because the only potion I think I've seen is the explosive potion.
What was your thing? You pay name potion. If it's in the deck, draw it. Okay.
Which is useful if you know what everything in the deck is.
Right. Although, I guess since it's random anyways, you can... Well, how many cards? There's no way to tell him.
It says it's in the... If it's in the deck.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose you have to know what's in there before looking.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
problematic.
It's like nonsense to me. Okay. Go ahead, I suppose. Your turn.
Hold on. I'm reading the description here.
I wouldn't if I was you.
It'll increase the player's chance that the next patrol will be successful and the level of destiny will decrease. So they call it fate, and then they call it level of destiny. Players constantly choose how to manage available resources. The choice of one player can completely change, blah, 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 blah. Players can agree amongst themselves and act together. That was... Whatever. Okay, I'm just going to roll. Just looking for more insight, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like more... Draw a card, and you may put it at the bottom of the deck if I don't like it. Cool.
Okay.
Hard to do, but what's this? 5 tower?
Oh.
Nah.
It's another revive, though. You've got to put it at the bottom of the deck.
It says I may, and I don't want to. So.
Oh, so you just didn't buy it. Gotcha.
Yep. I just went to the
you
discard.
You encountered it and then didn't.
Yep.
Oh. You may discard a creature and get 3 money. Do I have any creatures I want to discard?
Fated Kingdom has no control of the implementation of the rules on the software side. They are clearly spelled out in the rule book.
Bullshit. All right. You can accidentally pick up the bottom coin. It's fun. I traded in one of my creatures.
And of course, at the table, you can cheat. The main thing is that opponents don't notice it. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Last time I hoard out the thief. This time I hoard out the zombie. At the outpost, they'll fuck anything.
Hey, it might be a female zombie.
It does not look like a female
1,
zombie.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
In fact, it's missing most of its body cavity.
Once again, I got the swamp, so...
No swamp.
No
Always
swamp.
a swamp. Donkey.
Donkey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The portal. Go to any square.
Yeah.
Watch.
Why would you not?
I don't know. I mean, there could be other ones that are better, I guess. Like the...
Get 3 money.
Yourself.
Like there's one here. Get 2 money.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
But then you skip the whole castle buying store thing and...
Yeah. Okay, so... What is it? You get... Move the castle, draw a card from the skills, and reduce fate. Fate's reduced. I get a skill. Cool.
You lose your wounds.
Yes. So that's the end of my turn. I now have 3 skills, which means the prophecy completes, and you discard 2 cards.
Alright, so there goes the... Alright, so yep, prophecy goes away. You will discard Apostle of Dusk on Castle, and you win the game.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, must be a monster card.
I think we've seen that monster.
Well, then that's never gonna happen. Cool. 2. Draw a creature. If you won, heal your wounds.
There he is.
Oh.
Apostle of Dark.
Alright, so it's discarded then. That's no...
But there's definitely a chance that there could be another one, I think.
True. Hunter. 3/3. Pay 1 silver or get a wound. Discard Hunter. Name a creature card, and if it's in the deck, discard it. Hey, there you go. And then you say Apostle. And then we have to search the entire deck to see if Apostle's still in there. Definitely could use a search function. Because this... Yeah.
But even if you go and find it, it's still discarded. Like, you don't get it.
Yeah. But that... Yeah. Okay.
So I suppose you could just keep drawing cards until you find it. I don't know if the cards in the deck are supposed to be secret or not.
The player must deal the same number of wounds to defeat him in combat.
You're doing that thing where you read the deck, where you read the rules again.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some insight here. So instead of encountering him, I can pay a silver or take a wound.
Yes.
But I think I'm going to encounter him anyways. So I'm gonna encounter him.
Okay.
And so that's insight and a defend.
Yep.
And I automatically have a defend
Yep.
from the shield, unless I lose and I discard a card. So I'm gonna. I can resolve them in any order. I'm gonna take a skill.
Okay.
And I get 2 skills because. Please. Please.
You get 2, but you choose one?
I get 2 and I choose 1, yep.
Yeah. Which is what I attempted,
And the skill you choose has to match your color, obviously.
Yeah, either has to be gray or your color.
Or your color. And I'm blue, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, there's an instant action. I'll take this one. So this is just going to go back on there. Should be different. Yes, cool.
Man, that one looked cool. That one would have been mine.
And then I'm going to re-roll the defend. There's no way I can win at this point. So
I don't know.
I'm not. Well, here, I'm going to re-roll the defend. Maybe I can get a skill. Nope. Guess what? I lose both.
That's a miss. You lose both.
Awesome. So does this also shuffle? God damn it.
That.
I got it. Don't worry.
Yes.
I got it.
It looks like a yes. No.
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 So I messed that up then.
Yes.
This is going to go to the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I lose the combat. I take...
Oh, it's actually discarded and it's actually out of the game. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't think items are.
Up to our interpretation.
Yeah. So I take 3 wounds, but I immediately heal myself for 3 wounds. Or 2 wounds.
Okay.
So...
Didn't want to save that to heal me?
No, because I would have died right there.
Ah.
Okay, I lost all my items. Awesome.
Perfect.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see what. Wait, where's my dice? Where's my finger? Finger. 3. Draw 2 cards. I think we're actually kind of plowing through this deck pretty quickly. Time of Wandering and a Leper. In 3 cycles, all players gain to move, throw. Okay.
So it's just an event. Is there only one
It's
event?
just an event.
No, I think all of them are gone because it's just telling the game.
I'll go. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just for the next 3 turns.
So we'll... How many cycles did it say?
3.
In 3 cycles. So once it gets back to you,
Yes.
then
That'll be 1.
we'll figure it out. All right.
If you not one. Plus 2 fate. But how do I lose? It doesn't do any damage.
If you do 0 damage, you tie. Therefore, you did not win.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess. Well, I mean, I'm just going to do my 1 automatic damage. I'll take my blue,
And
see
you
if I can
gotta-
get a skill.
Get a wound. A skill.
Skill. Is this one of my skills? Oh, that actually is one of my skills of my color. Interesting.
Well, if it wasn't, you'd just draw and keep going until
Yeah.
you got one. Yeah.
But I actually thing. Okay, I'll take that, and then silver.
You didn't beat it though. You have to do 2 damage to it. Otherwise,
yeah.
it results in a tie.
Hold on.
Hold
Weapon
on.
sharpening. Skill. If you have a weapon, deal wound to enemy in the next combat.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Was it a skill?
Skill, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I did that. My ace in the hole.
All right.
Can I actually change the order of these cards? Not really. Cool.
Whoa. What? Oh my goodness.
What?
I
Oh,
managed-
you overzoomed. Yep.
Huh.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. If you scroll fast enough towards like the edge, you can just zoom
Oh,
too
Jesus
much.
Christ.
Because they basically have a distance to the board
Ah,
measurement.
every time you click the zoom, and if you do it, it doesn't have
Yep.
a chance. Okay. Roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may draw a card.
Ooh, do you want it though?
I don't want it now.
2 wounds.
I'm completely, yeah. Your turn.
Yeah, I was just reading.
Just breathing.
Skill does.
I'm just breathing
Reading.
too. Oh.
Reading skill.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 cards. Choose undead. My favorite. Not an undead.
Nope.
Not an undead. Looks kind of undeadish, but apparently that's a mask.
Yeah, it's just painted mask. There's an undead. Good luck.
There's an ooh, that's a fun undead.
You may roll a travel die instead of combat. And so, yeah. I'll be back.
What is it? You may roll a travel die instead of combat. Want to get a wound? Oh, that's fun. Have anything that will actually save me from that? Hmm. I mean, it would definitely kill me. We're just gonna. Yeah. Nice. I'll take a single wound. Oh, hey. Yeah, forgot about the extra. Okay. That worked as intended.
Did you win?
I rolled.
Okay.
I rolled 1, so I took a wound. Also, we both forgot about the time of wandering, so one of those is gone. So get +2 move to this roll.
Is it every return?
3. Yes.
Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that last turn.
I think, right? Unless that's in 3 cycles. Once. I don't know. I read it as for 3 cycles.
In
everyone
3
gains.
cycles, all player. Time of wandering.
I don't know.
Yeah, I almost.
It seems like it'd be weird to get +2 in 3 turns.
I think it is for the next 3 cycles. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. So I get to draw 3 and pick one. If you want, draw a human card and put it in your hand. Huh. Until the end of the game, all undead creatures gain +1 defense. Discard this card when Gothric the Connectable is defeated. No, thank you.
That was also one that's been discarded.
Draw a human, put it in your hand. I have to do 2 damage to it. I'm gonna go after the leech, I think.
Okay.
So I just gotta do 1 damage to it with my not very damaging high.
Should do like picking up extra dice.
Critical hit and a defense, so I don't actually take any wounds. Cool.
There you go.
And I get a coin. So you get 5, or is it 4? It's +2. I'm bad.
Each player discards a card.
God damn it, Kyle.
Yes?
I just fucking got it. It's my only card.
Yes, I did that on purpose. Haha, suck it.
You chose to make me. Cool.
Skills.
Right, 4. 1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. I forgot again. You may discard a creature and get 3 coins. Yeah, see? Fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah. Too bad for that.
Alright, last cycle, since we forgot the first one.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Village. Draw a creature. Hey, there's a creature.
Draw 3 items, choose the cheapest one, and increase the fate. Okay.
I mean, I'm just going to do the wound to it,
So
I think.
the grave robber is tormenting the village, and if you win, the village rewards you.
Yeah, so I'll do the wound to it. Yeah.
You sure like picking up more than 1 dice.
It's because they were on top of each other already. I should have picked the other one, but oh well.
Crit, you win. So you take 1 wound.
But then heal it.
And then... Why do you heal it? Oh, because of the village thing.
Village.
Right. If you won, you may draw 3 items. Choose the cheapest one.
Okay, choose the cheapest item. 3, 2, 1.
You may change 1 value, 1 dice block value in combat, and throw a travel dice, 2 or 1.
You just got the item.
You may change 1 dice to a block. Okay, so if you roll and you hate it, you can change it to a block. And then when you do that, you need to throw a travel dice, and there's a 1 in 3 chance that you break the shield. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. And then you get that in your hand.
Yeah.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey. So I get 2 skills to choose from.
Ah, yes, the grave robber. Time for another trip to the outpost. Hey, boys, I got another one for you.
So the thing is, oh yeah, it's to draw a skill card, so I get 2 skill cards.
Choose one.
Because of that. No, it just says you draw 1 more skill card.
Oh, is that what it says?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I'm using that wrong.
And so then I'm going to say, I'm going to use this skill to draw 2, which means I get to draw 3.
Draw 2 skill cards, discard this card. Wait, do you not discard skills when you use them?
Yeah. And you can only have 3 skills, right? So I have to use one or get rid of it.
Maybe?
Here, how about this? You skip your next turn. So I get 2 turns. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're all blue. Maybe you can only draw your
Oh, that'd be nice.
I think that might be because I've never drawn non-blues. All right. And then I can visit the store. I've only got 1 money. Nothing is worth 1.
Then puts this card at the bottom of the skill deck.
Yeah.
Each time a player must discard a skill, he instead places this card on the bottom of the skill deck unless the card's description directly contradicts this rule.
Meaning removed from the game or something like that.
Well, is that what discard means?
Well, then they should use a different word because discard.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it would make sense to remove that from the game so you can never get access to it once, but your turn.
One. Draw a creature. Cool. Undead. If you won, draw a shield.
Draw a shield and a tower. Because the thing is a tower.
Yep. Question is, can I beat it?
Yeah, so that's where I'm having issues, because the pointer picks up the item where you're pointing.
Yeah.
But then you have to drop it where the shadow is, not where your pointer is, so it's, yeah.
Okay, we'll do the auto wound, and then we'll see what we can get here. Yay.
Miss.
So I'm going to use guild training.
Okay.
Reroll that bad boy.
Still a miss.
Another miss. Cool. So we each deal 1 wound.
You can change it to a block instead of a miss, and you don't take a wound. And then you did more damage to it, and therefore you win?
Yes.
But you don't kill it.
But I don't kill it.
So you win the combat.
I rolled a 2, so I discard the item.
Oh my god. Alright, I gotta go back to let me review the card. Okay.
No, don't go back and review the rules. Stop it. Do not review the rules. You are not allowed to review the rules. Okay, now I'm trying to pick up a card off the deck, and there we go.
Okay, oh no, so okay. It ends in a draw, is what happens.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes. Come on, you should know that by now. Okay. That skill.
So it's like you guys take a swing at each other, and they're like, we'll go our separate ways. It almost seems like you should continue until one is dead.
Nope. We have identified each other as equals. Go about our merry way.
You may pay and draw 2 skills. Hey, guess what? I will do that.
And draw 3 skills.
3 skills.
Huzzah.
And then I gotta get rid of 3. Yeah, no, thank you. Nope. And yeah. Let's do that one. Please. Oh my god.
All right. while you're messing around with that. Oh, good, a 1, my favorite. Draw a card. If you won, draw a skill. Hey, look, something I can actually kill. Beast. Alright, well. I'll do my 1 auto wound. Hey, a defense.
And defense. So you win.
I
And
win.
you take no damage.
Take no wound. I take the beast. I get a gold.
And a skill.
Silver. And I get a skill.
Okay. One. Draw 2 cards, and you get to choose. So we got an event. Until the end of the game, all players gain -2 to their move, but the move throw cannot. So it's minimum 1, but you can be -2. And once
hey, if the Apostle of Dusk shows up.
And then Ghoul, if you lose, discard a creature. So do you want to go really, really, really slow, or let me fight the thing? Because I don't have my shield and stuff anymore.
I'm gonna say Dust Tide.
Okay.
Just waiting for that another Apostle of Dusk to show up.
And then I'm gonna use my skill to take another turn. That is not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted.
There you
go. So 3 -2, so I go 1. And it says pay 1 to go to the castle. Don't have that. Your turn. Boy, you have a lot of cards in your hand.
I have a few cards in my hand, yes.
And the fate hasn't gone up in a long time.
Nope. Well, we haven't been losing the creatures.
Oh, I should have gone up because I lost to that creature. And that's why I lost that shit. I forgot about that.
Then put it up.
Well, we haven't
had anything that's affected fate.
Yeah, I went here and reduced it down to 3, so it's probably 0.
All right, I move 1. Draw 4 cards. Each player chooses 1 for himself. Is one of them the Apostle? Could this be the end of the game? Alright, let's see. Show this at the beginning of your turn. Give escape in next combat during this turn. After combat, go 2 squares forward if you're a Pathfinder. Okay, well, that's kind of trash. Event, discard the Act of Prophecy and draw another one instead. Well, that'd be a good way to avoid that risk. You may discard this card instead of combat and use the shop. If one is that. Well, I'm going to take the Traveling Merchant.
Okay.
And discard it to use the shop.
I'm going to do event, discard the Act of Prophecy, and draw a different one.
3. Take that big old
Hello.
hammer. I may have knocked your card over there. Don't worry about it.
I got it. All right. Hello. Current prophecy. During your turn, fate will be equal to 9.
Yeah,
and
so if
if
it
it
gets up to 9.
is, you draw 3 skills and then reduce it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's like that one we had the first game.
I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah. So far, getting close.
Yep.
Almost done with this event deck though, so
yeah, I think the event decks. Yeah.
Okay, so that was your turn.
Yep.
6 -2. It was -2, right? Yeah. So 4.
We get a new item, by the way.
Draw a card. You may put it
Scroll
on.
of Speed.
You may take 4, discard a card, and increase.
Increase fate by 2. If you don't do this, decrease it by 1.
So does that mean I have to discard a card?
You may take 4, discard a card, and increase by 2.
I think if you... yeah, I think you gotta.
So you either decrease by 1, or you take 4 gold and discard a card. And increase fate by 2.
Discard a card.
Yep.
And increase fate by 2. There we go. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep, your turn.
Let's see. What do I... Just seeing if there's anything actual of use in my hand. 3, which is -2. 1. Squares with the target player.
Oh boy, I get to go back to the outside track for a change.
Yay.
3, 1. Draw a card. May draw a card. If he does wound to me, go back to the castle. That means you heal, right? So if he does a wound to you, you go back to the castle and you heal.
Yes?
Huh. Anyway, weird. So I do a wound to it. It does a wound back to me. So even though I win, I still get ported back to the castle. Oh, I guess since we weren't doing the whole activation thing, I don't actually get the heal then, right?
That's what I would assume.
Okay. So
because otherwise, it's just a free trip back to the castle?
That's, yeah. So it almost has to be.
Yeah. Seems like that'd be a positive.
Yeah. That's
not really something you'd expect from getting hit by a monster.
Hey, you took damage. Go heal it all and start over.
No.
Okay.
So I have this card, Family Offering skill. Just got X cards, take an item from the store that costs X.
Equal to the number of cards you discarded. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to discard the Grave Robber and the Starved Lynx. Okay. I have trouble with
Good job.
Right click to pick up a deck. Okay, and now I'm picking up cards underneath the card I'm trying to pick up. Okay, this is great. Come on. Excellent. Got it in 3. So I was going to buy the crossbow.
Jesus. You may deal a wound to the women, turn this item face down. So just 2 free wounds at the start. And nice.
That's my thought.
Yep. All right.
Now I'll actually roll. Yeah. 4. Just 2.
Correct.
Also, welcome back to the inner circle.
Yeah, wonderful.
Each player discards a card.
God damn it, Kyle.
What?
You know what?
Say that like it's my fault. So I'm going to discard this skill
I'm
because
use this skill. Heal all wounds. I draw 2 cards. I guess technically skills can only be used in your turn unless they're instant, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Well,
I don't think I've ever seen a skill that didn't say that said instant.
Right, but this one says end your turn, which means if it's your turn, who cares?
Oh, yeah.
So I think skills have to be used during your turn.
Yes. So I think you have to just discard that.
Well, I discarded the other one.
Oh, I didn't realize you had to.
That snake that I just killed.
Yes, the snake.
Oh, wait, no, I wasn't.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, well... well, you can use it at any point. I'm going to use it after. So we'll go 2.
What's that?
Draw a skill and a creature. Well, I get to draw 2 skills. Hooray. What the I put that in the wrong pile. Okay, that would have been useful before. And then it says draw a creature, so draw until I get a creature. Cool.
There you go.
Has +1 to attack and defense for each player left in the game. So there's 3.
No one. Oh, no.
Oh,
no one
who left the
game.
I see. Sorry. Misinterpreted.
No one's left the game.
So it is just 1/1. I'm going to use this skill to throw an additional intelligence die. So I'll throw 2 to start. So we got a defense and a miss. I just want 1.
Stop mousing over the other ones.
That's why there should just be a roll button. And
It's
a miss.
the T. The T is the tap.
Yeah. That's kind of, eh.
What? Kind of like rolling it randomly?
Okay, so I don't take any damage, but I don't kill it. Which means that it's a draw, and that means I don't win.
No,
this goes up.
No, the fate. I don't think fate goes up. Fate only goes up if you lose, I think. Player loses
Correct.
in combat if he's received more wounds at the same time, like phase grown by 1. Yeah.
And then I'm going to heal.
Okay.
Please. You can only pick one. Okay. Well, Alright, heal all wounds. Discard all cards from your hand. Draw 2 skills and end your turn. So then this gets discarded. And I get 3 skills because my ability. And I'm going to get an extra turn. Even though it said end my turn.
Well, it's end your turn. You can't play a card that says end your turn.
2.
You can't get an extra turn if it's not your turn. Aaron's cheating.
I get 3
It says, why else would it say end your turn otherwise?
I think I'm done with this game.
I don't think you can play that. Because you're losing.
Yeah, sure.
Losing to my excellent... Well, I mean, technically you are losing.
I am losing quite bad, yes.
Because if the event deck goes out, I have...
How many cards are left in the event deck? Maybe we'll stick around for that.
It doesn't seem like a ton. Maybe? Okay, 6 minus 2, 4.
I just got that card. I don't have a weapon, so goodbye.
4. Marsh. There's no swamp. Go ahead.
A1. Draw 2 cards, and you get to choose. Oh boy.
All other players in 3 squares of you get a wound. Okay, well, not with the 3 of you. Yeah, so go ahead and fight that wyvern. He looks like fun.
Shit.
We've been talking about going after those dragons.
Right.
Finally gets your chance.
Missing crit, but then he does 2 wounds to me. A wunderbar. So,
It's a draw at least.
It's a draw. Yeah.
Huh. It's not bad. We're fighting a dragon. That's not bad.
Great.
Hey.
You get to go 4. Why did you play that
4.
card?
Because it's the best. Draw a card. If you won, draw a skill. It's not a creature. Location. You may draw a creature. If it is undead, fight it. Otherwise, put it in your hand.
Does that mean that that card overrides that then?
I don't know. What do locations do? Not just...
When a player chooses the location of he does what it's written in the description and discards it. So what's the difference between location and event then? Events may act for a specific time.
Yeah.
Okay. So the location is just like... Yeah. So whatever. Okay.
Okay. So let's draw a creature. Not a creature.
Nope.
Not a creature.
Oh, we found all the locations. There you go.
As a creature, it is not undead, so it goes in my hand.
Okay. And then, well, you didn't have to fight it, so yeah. 3, 2, 1. You may pay a silver to go to the castle.
Hey!
Sure.
Back you go.
So, heal the wounds. Oh, you didn't do the item thing again. Once per combat, you may discard a card and deal. Interesting. Replace your hits
Why'd
with
you
critical.
draw?
Because I went to the castle.
Yeah. But there's 4.
Oh. Uh-huh. There is 4.
Yeah, you have to buy one. You could pay a gold to refresh them.
Reroll one circuit dexterity. I don't have any of those. Target player can avoid. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So we'll put this. Hello. I don't know what the hell that dragged on, but
I think it dragged over the deck, so I thought it was interacting with multiple items.
okay. What do you got?
Steel armor.
You can reroll your die.
Good.
Once returned, you may discard a creature card. Gives you block in combat. Let's. I don't have 4 money anymore. Motherfucker.
I do.
Yeah, I'll take the lucky horseshoe, I guess. Okay, your turn.
New item.
Ooh, what is that?
Artifact.
Only for
Only for
follower. Follower? Which one's follower?
You.
Oh, that's me?
The blue one.
Okay. Buy this item, discard all cards from your hand at the beginning of your turn, draw a skill. That's cool.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It was all hell, but pretty cool. 3. So 1. Draw 4 cards. Each player chooses one for himself. Man, we gotta be pretty damn close to the end of that deck.
We are, yeah.
Okay, let's see. We got location. Make a combat roll. If rolled hits and crits only, draw a weapon that costs 4 or more. Okay. A lot of draws. Beast Undead has +1 to attack if you wounded. No. Human. Creature you cannot reroll die.
You get to choose.
Well, I could auto-kill the bull. If you want, draw 2 creatures and put into your hand.
Hello.
That has less value. Guess I'm gonna take the one I have an advantage on. Oh wait. Obviously I want to use just the one. Alright, so I will flip my crossbow, do 2 wounds. I take a wound. And defeated as the monster. I get 2 money. Alright. Your turn, Aaron. Finish this game up. Aaron left. Aaron ran away. He feared my greatness. Your turn.
Okay. Alright, so
1.
that's 1. This really sucks. Alright, you skip your next turn. Screw you. It's your fault I'm doing this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 2 cards, and you get to choose one.
Maybe another event.
Hey, it's yours, right? Because you're purple.
Yeah. It'll be your turn. Discard active prophecy. Draw another one. Just squeeze you with the air. That's kind of trash. Instead of combat, you may pay 2. Put this card in your hand and draw a tower. Well, you can have the tower.
Cool.
But you don't have that. You can't afford.
Uh-huh.
But hey, we're flying through that counter deck now.
I can't get out of the fucking center.
Hey, yes you can. Swap spaces.
Hey, I'm out of the center again.
Have fun out there.
Draw a card. Oh, great.
No, you still got a silver.
Yeah, let's do that.
Back into the deck he goes.
So I guess technically the game could just not end if you just had to keep on.
If you can't defeat him, yeah.
Just keep getting money.
Or travel. Draw as many cards and choose one. Well, unless I draw him here. 4. Hey, there he is. Oh,
Alright.
we're out of cards.
Alright. So I'll resolve this and the game's over.
Well, I'm not going to fight the guy that could kill me. Potentially.
Yeah, so
Of course, I guess technically the masked figure would go back to the deck, wouldn't it? I win.
True. So
I have to lose. Okay, that should be easy enough. I will take...
what is... oh, because it's the... yeah. Well, even if it does go back to the deck, if you come up to something that says like drawn event or something like that, this would get discarded then, right? So you got
I get a skill.
So he did a damage to you, and you did not do any, so you do lose.
I lose.
And then you get it in your hand.
Get it in my hand.
And the game's over, and we don't even have to add up scores because whatever scoring technique they had, I know you're gonna win.
It was for the number of points worth of creatures you have in your hand.
Was it?
Yes.
Each player lays out the cards in hand, counts the total value of the items and the defeated creatures. So it's items and defeated creatures. Most points wins. Yep, you win. I got 2.
That's 9, 12, 13. Oh, that one's
12 teen.
Is it 14?
Oh, I heard 12 teen.
Oh, no, 14. 17.
Your mic must have cut out there
19,
or something.
20. Just 20.
Yeah. Yeah, so to summarize this game, one big question mark.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The fate never really seemed to go up a whole lot. It wasn't really foreboding like they made it sound like it was going to be. And maybe that's just the board layout, or I don't know.
I think it was the board layout, because we certainly had one point where it was... I think we both hit Churchyard, and we bumped it up. There was a point where it was at 6.
Yeah, we both increased it by 3
when we were
twice.
Right here.
Yeah.
And then we both hit the
something?
watch right after, and then it immediately went back down to 0.
I increased the thing by 2. Maybe it was I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it was up to 6 at one point, but I don't know. So I just thinking from other similar games perspective, if it is going to be I mean, one thing you could do is maybe take some starting creatures, put that at the top. Because the first
starting
couple
money would definitely be useful to
starting money.
You pawn off certain monsters so that they don't instantly murder you.
Yeah, even if it was just like 1 coin or something.
Prophecies seem weird.
I like the idea of prophecy. Where
the idea is interesting.
You trigger it, but some of them are just kind of like, all right, that's never gonna happen, or probably not gonna happen, and you only see one per game.
Yeah, because we now realize there's only one creature
of that type. Yeah.
Of that type. Also, the fact that you can't search through the deck.
Yeah, that's.
Because when they say
declare a monster
or declare a monster and remove it, like, okay, the hunter's useful for that, but
yeah, is there a way to search? Quick card view, camera zoom, camera move, flip out, terror. I do not see it anywhere in the controls. Oh, not Pat. I did it again. Kyle, road sign.
Yeah.
Player heals all wounds and moves from the road sign on the inner path to the other sign. So every time you went by the road sign, you were supposed to heal.
Oh, okay.
So we missed that part.
Well, that would have been
start the game. Any character
useful.
Heals all wounds on it. You can also use the store when you land on it. Player moves to the castle square, draws a card from the skills deck, and reduces fate by 3. And then you also do your castle thing. Yeah. So that was one thing we missed.
Yeah, but it didn't matter too many times.
Yeah, the first couple games we were still getting trashed before we even got to the outside, just from, hey, here's a 3/3 monster.
Yeah. Well, here's the 5/5. That's
right.
Apostle of Dusk.
That's equivalent of getting like that dragon from Talisman.
Yeah. But this is the one that was on the prophecy that if you defeated it, you won.
If you do this draw, yeah, so you could avoid the combat and declare duel with another player instead. Draw 3 cards from any deck and discard them. That mechanic, I'm not understanding really what. I guess if you draw 3 cards from any deck and discard them. So that's shortening up the game technically then.
Yeah.
By doing that. So if you take it from like the prophecy deck, which has very few cards.
It actually has a decent number.
Not compared to the events, but then you do go through. Yeah, and then that's something else that needs to be clarified too, is when they say discard
actually, like, does every deck have a discard? But then skills specifically say on them to put them on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Unless the card says otherwise. Which kind of makes sense, but also... Yeah, each player must discard a skill. He instead places this card on the bottom of the skill deck.
Correct.
Unless the card's description directly contradicts this rule. So some cards say discard, in which case you would actually discard.
I wonder if items are then discarded too. It doesn't say anything about returning it to the deck. Same thing with prophecy. So maybe it's just skills that get recycled and everything else doesn't.
Well, at least prophecies can actually say can be performed only once, then it leaves the game.
Right. Well, because some encounters get re-added to the deck, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, I guess technically you don't need to kill the Apostle of Dusk. You just need to somehow get it in your hand. Which I think there are some things that let you do. Where there's like, draw a creature, you get it.
Oh. Okay. Often the space that you land on describes draw several cards and choose one of them. The chosen card's a creature, then the player goes to combat phase. Cards that the player is not chosen are placed at the bottom of their deck in random order. So when we were just getting rid of the cards, technically the game should be longer.
Oh, well.
Yep.
That was pretty long as it was.
Right.
We were just kind of throwing cards away because we were trying to, or not necessarily trying, but we were hitting the draw 4, choose 1.
There is no separate phase in the game for using skills, items, and special attributes. All these actions can be made almost at any time, even during the course of another turn, unless you're... Yeah, so... Well, instant, they said specifically you could use it during another person's turn, but...
Prophecy, you will get 4 wounds per turn. Reward, draw a skill instead of your character's death. So this is just a prophecy that stops you from dying. Oh, prophecy, the death. You will discard the contendable on the castle, you win the game. Okay, that's just another creature.
I'm trying to...
So if you get 4 wounds... So I think that means if you have 4 wounds, not that you actually actively received 4.
You sure it's not that you got 4 wounds in a single turn?
It could be.
That's... Yeah, so that's... So... For, you know, describing the game in one word, first would be question mark, second would be English.
English, and maybe.
And maybe
that's the rules.
Maybe. A big question mark, open to interpretation, a lot of it, which again may be intentional, but that seems kind of slack game design to just say, yeah, whatever you think, just debate it.
Well, there's a prophecy where you just win the game if you have 3 towers. Which I don't think we ever actually bought a tower other than the free one that you got.
Right, because we didn't kill enough enemies to be able to warrant that.
Well, I mean, I did, but I just never saw any of the towers. Or if I did, they weren't worth it.
And it seems like all the towers are like either free or 5.
Yeah.
Which means you have to kill...
the ones that were 5 weren't great.
Yeah,
I didn't care about them.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can draw a skill. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so combat isn't as dangerous because of this signpost thing that we missed. That would have resolved a lot of that, I think. Because a lot of it was like, well, I don't want to fight it because I have to make it all the way around. But if you don't have to make it to the stop sign, and if you have that card that allows you to change direction, you can go back through the stop sign.
You know, it took me way too long to realize that the prophecies are tarot cards.
Really?
Yeah. The Magician, Temperance, the Tower, Death, Star.
Maybe that stop sign again.
I've played the Persona games, so you'd think I would have realized that, but yeah.
So do you think with the stop sign you have to end your turn on the stop sign to travel? Because we did that with the Watchtower. You ended your turn and went back to the castle.
True, that would make sense.
You would end your turn on that, start here, refresh, because you're like taking a break. That's how you get to heal your wounds.
That would make sense.
Again, one of those big question marks. Does your turn end when you land on those spaces?
lot of items.
Because the table of contents, even though it's just a big wall of text, it still leaves a lot unanswered questions. Even going through like a single turn or
that's
two.
What was ridiculous is that it was a wall of text and still didn't actually answer anything.
Yeah.
You know, the rules to Agrigula, or even what's it, the Western game, the Cowboys. You know, all that was walls of text. You know, whole booklets of how to play, and yet it actually answered things and like reiterate things in more clear text, like, okay, here's what we exactly mean when we do this.
And then in certain situations for specific cards, they would have oh yeah, for this card, when we say blah blah blah, here's what we mean, and they would expand on that in like the end part of the books. Most of them have extra clarifications on that for specific cards that may be a little ambiguous.
So apparently when you leave the game, I don't get kicked out, but I can no longer interact with the board. I can still make the sounds as if I was doing things. I can still zoom in on cards. I can zoom in myself.
So they apparently have 3 songs: Anguish by Kevin MacLeod, Crowdhammer by Kevin MacLeod, and Magic Forest by Kevin MacLeod. Those must be Creative Commons. I'm guessing they got it from like YouTube or something like that. But I have settings.
Was that the guy from Home Alone?
No.
What was
his name?
Come on, it's Kevin McAllister.
McAllister, thank you. Yeah.
Yes. I guess it would be funnier if you actually remembered the guy's name.
Oh, whoa. So the music was off by default. There is music.
Oh, okay.
I turned it. Does it just take forever to load? There is music.
No, I got it.
There we go. Why is it off by default?
I don't know. Oh, okay. I see. The other language is Russian. That probably explains a lot.
Yep.
Player name.
Player.
Cheeky Blat. It's a Russian joke.
I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna do an outro.
Oh, okay. Also Cheeky Breaky.
And that is Faded Kingdom. It's too bad that we didn't discover the music. I saw it before. I'm like, well, that's what there's new music. But yeah, so as we were discussing towards the end in the wrap up, big question mark. A lot of things open to interpretation, but maybe that is intended. But when the description of the game on their Steam page says, what did it say? I'm trying to get to it again. About the game, key features. No, hold on. Oh, here we go. Read more. As far as gameplay, there are many ways to play Faded Kingdom. Players can agree amongst themselves and act together, helping each other. Blah 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 blah. But then, tabletop sandbox. It's a sandbox. Decks of cards, dice, heroes. The game takes place in real time. Actions are done by participating manually. Yeah, so tabletop simulator without scripting. Unlike many other digital games, Faded Kingdom has no control of the implementation of the rules of software because they didn't implement any scripting like that. They're clearly spelled out in the rule book that is available in the menu. This long wall of text, even though there is some examples for breaking down some of the basic stuff, this is about 2 or 3 pages of a normal tabletop rulebook. This is not enough to get by, as many of the questions that me and Kyle came up with, like, how does this work? Big question marks. A lot of what's the word? Not arbitration. A lot of ambiguity. There's a lot of ambiguity in how you interpret these sorts of situations, which again maybe intentional or could just be lazy game design. I don't honestly know. But anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you Game Liberty for handing us a couple copies of Faded Kingdom to try out. Probably not a good fit for us, again, just because of all the ambiguity. There is some potential here. Again, it's very similar to Talisman of the move around, interact with whatever the board says. It's kind of cool that the tiles do change from game to game. It certainly mixes it up and gives you a lot of replayability. That's one thing that kind of is lacking in a traditional Talisman board game, is that they're all fixed, and so you kind of have a strategy of where to go. Whereas this one, you would have to develop your strategies on the fly. But language barrier, English, not their first language. It's pretty apparent. There's a lot of Google Translate going on here, and that again does not help with the ambiguity. There's a lot of nuances in English, and not having a primary English speaker go through this is definitely showing. But again, maybe everything is cleared up in their Russian language. I don't know. I can't read Russian. I can't speak Russian, so me turning on Russian doesn't really help with that. Let's hold on. Let's go back and try that for a second. Russian. Shoot. Which one was the? Nope, they're still in English. So you have a Russian setting, but all of your rules are still in English. Set that back to English, please. And then, just as just one more piece of feedback, put the music on by default. I don't know why it's not on by default. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.